We lost
Man.
English.
This was not supposed to happen.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What did you expect to happen?
This was not supposed to happen. It was supposed to wear off 2 hours ago.
Would you take like a 12-hour and expect it to just be done? You know, just be like, ooh, okay, 12 hours.
Look, man, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's certainly not supposed to last 2 hours longer, that's for sure.
I took like 300 mics, maybe 320. I'm sure it's not that accurate.
Right.
I don't know the metric unit for mics.
Micro. Micrograms, I believe it is.
Micrograms or milligrams?
I was saying micro. Hold on, buddy. That's
That's some pure shit, my man.
We're talking LSD here. I'm not gonna take you, my good sir.
I missed that part.
Yeah, I missed that part about LSD.
Yeah, you buried the lead there.
I see. At least I didn't bury it in your ass, but see, I knew you would like that, Striffy. That's why I was talking to Chili.
That's right, you know what I like.
I do.
What am I looking at in the Wime single chat?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Is he getting fisted or getting his ass?
He's totally not getting fisted.
I don't know now, though. Like, now that I'm looking about
you can see one hand plainly. You can see the other one right above the do-rag.
He just has a really weird nose. Never mind.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know, it confused me, you know?
You know, they've been bros for years, and now they finally have a chance to express their affection.
But, like, think about it. It could be just him fisting him and with his face right next to the fucking, like, arm.
No.
No.
You can clearly see the right arm going up.
Why can't I forward this message that you sent? I don't understand.
It's blurry enough for it to be a possibility.
Disagree.
I'm still.
You disagree.
I'm still really disturbed by this image, Strippy. By the way, like.
What?
I'd like to invite you to get over it.
This image?
I can't. I can't.
Well, why don't you stop looking at it?
Are we
looking at?
Are we talking about the black guy getting his ass eaten?
No, this is a separate one, and I won't let me forward the message.
There's more?
There's more!
We need to see more. Where is this image?
Yeah, Chili. You better start putting out.
I can't. It won't let me forward it, so I can't.
Just take a Snapchat of it and just be done with it. For shit's sake.
Ooh, son of a bitch.
Snapchat is, that's reliable.
Jesus Christ. Not expected to pop that hard. I actually hurt my fucking neck.
Aww.
Sure. That will be a payment of 2 years, please.
You're cold, boys.
Alright, so, yeah.
More than enough.
You guys heard that on your end, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, but yeah, Isaac, check your Snapchat. That's because,
Whoa, only I get to dox myself here, buddy. I don't know who the hell you think you're doxing right now.
I opened that image. Okay, you done?
Yeah, sorry, opening Snapchat kind of screwed open.
Take your time.
Oh my god, is that a cauliflower?
Jeez.
I opened that and Charles just stared at me like, what the fuck?
What happened?
I don't know that. You see why I'm confused on that? Like, I don't know what I'm looking at with that.
Is this beer gonna poison me? I've only been on the ground for like 2 days.
Been on the ground. Has it been sealed?
I mean, it's sealed, but my fridge is inaccessible at the moment. So, but you know what this penis looks like? It looks like poor Tara just sitting in this chat. Like, what the fuck have I gotten myself involved in?
She's
This poor
fine.
18-year-old on her way off to college next year. Ugh, so precious. Anyway, yeah, no, it looks like somebody like threw a mini grenade
What?
at the crotch, right?
Right.
No, hear me out. Hear me out.
Yeah, hear him out, Chili.
And it somehow like exploded the penis and the ball sack, and then the dude just wouldn't leave it alone while it was healing,
Oh.
and so the penis and the ball sack fused together
What is wrong
in a
with you?
massive ball sack penis.
Look what you did, Striffy.
That was all you, little lady. I got news for you.
No.
Oh, yes. This is not up for debate at all.
You
I mean-
sent it. You started it.
Bullshit.
You sent it.
Bullshit.
No, you definitely sent it first. And you probably hold a statue.
Take responsibility for your actions, Chili.
Very Japanese of you, Striffy. Very Japanese. You know, I watched an entire like 40-minute video before coming here about like this guy who just kept finding himself in situations where he had to take responsibility. Like,
Hi.
it's all pixelated and shit. I never
Tadaima.
could figure out what he was taking responsibility with, but
I guess I can open the thing.
people still post Snapchat stories. Is that still a thing? Or have
You clearly have not watched any of my Snapchat.
the only reason I open Snapchat is because I am a compulsive notification checker.
Holy shit.
Like, I don't like seeing the little red things. Yeah. I would really, really like for it to not be spinning right now.
You know you can turn off notifications. But then again, if you do that, and I need to get a hold of you, if
Yeah.
you don't answer,
No, don't say that. He turned off notifications to his own server. We don't need him turning off any more notifications.
But
Thank you very much.
I didn't, though.
Okay, here we go.
I didn't turn off notifications to this server.
Okay, honey.
Ping me, bitch.
That's not the point.
Ping me right now. I'm
The
putting
point
in
is that it took you 2 days. I posted that. I posted that picture on the 9th. You didn't say anything until the 11th. That's terrible.
I don't have why I'm single chat notifications turned on. I don't need to be notified every time somebody posts porn. Actually, you know,
Yeah, there it
proper
is.
term is coke whore. Proper term is coke whore, or like crack whore.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
But LSD whore, it just doesn't have the same ring to it, you know?
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Thanks, Striffy. I know you're always there to support me.
For you and
She's
99%
trying to
of
lick
what
your
you do.
asshole.
Shut it.
Lisa's trying to lick your asshole for the
Shut
server owner.
it. Shut it. Shut it. Shut it.
Hey, I will give this server over to the first person to eat my ass if that's what they want. That's fine.
Can we do it during a riot in Minneapolis at 5:11 in the morning?
We can.
Oh.
Most certainly. That just increases the appeal, in my opinion. Jesus
Thank you,
Christ.
Daddy.
You're very welcome. Anytime. Daddy's got some milk for you.
He's not using his hands right. You don't grab the hips. You grab the dick.
No, you gotta
Everybody
do the
knows.
whole reach around.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, I gotta look up leaving sealed beer out, because this beer is very bubbly. I feel like it's fermented further than it was supposed to.
What do you mean you left it out? Was it sealed?
It was
just
the
said.
cork. I just uncorked it on call. You heard it get uncorked.
What kind of beer is it?
Doesn't really
It
matter.
is a 750 milliliter bottle, glass bottle, with a cork in it of 9% craft beer.
Are you sure it's not like partial kombucha or something?
No, it's triple IPA, I believe.
Feel the. Tell you what, as soon as I get.
It's a triple ale.
Oh, there you go.
Triple ale.
Tell you what, as soon as I get control of this server, it's going to be dedicated to Slanesh.
You know, that was literally the only god you could have chosen, and have me go, yeah, that's fine.
Is your triple TRIPEO and not the standard LPLE?
I'm sorry, I work in a bar and I didn't understand what you said.
Did
Although I work in a French bar, so it doesn't really. No, it
Ooh.
doesn't really cross
Triple?
over.
How do you spell triple for the beer?
Triple, as in TRIPLE.
Or not PEO. So it's
Correct.
not a Belgian.
Correct.
Not a Belgian style.
Correct. You think Sinon can afford imports? I don't think so.
I can afford imports. I don't like imports,
There you
unless they're from the Netherlands.
What?
Honestly,
Flemish alcohol? Alright. Whatever.
look, man.
Look, man.
Fuck, I forget the
Did
name.
it before 15 minutes. Alright.
It's no, I don't think it's.
It's my favorite beer in the world. I forget what the name is, though.
What the fuck? I literally, I had it on the tip of my tongue. I just can't remember if it was.
It's the best I've ever had. What is it
Raw
called?
pitcher.
No, it's not the best. It's just it gets you drunk faster than anything I've ever had before.
So it's a
That
That is the
stronger
only reason to
concentration.
drink beer. What?
So it's a stronger
Alcohol.
percent alcohol.
Well, not than this one, but
Go back
this
to
one
it.
just hits different.
Beer's just weak in general. Unless it's,
Yeah, but it's cheap and you can drink a lot of it.
but it's mostly water.
What's up?
So
didn't
what?
disagree with that
Hi!
Oh. Oh, plans.
And I feel like my hangovers aren't as bad the next day when I drink a shit ton of beer as opposed to, like, hell yeah, motherfuckers, let's do, like, 5 shots and then, like, maybe some tequila,
Wow.
some tequila off this guy's belly button. Sounds really nice right now. Oh my god.
That's the most basic thing I think I've ever heard.
Really
I mean,
disgusting.
to get...
Where are the white wine
And you
spritzers?
haven't
Where's the
been
white
to
claw?
college yet.
You haven't even been to college yet.
Fair enough.
Oh boy.
Wait till you get to wait, no, you guys, oh wait, I'm sorry, you guys don't have Frosh, my bad. Hyping you up for shit that is not as cool in your country.
Tequila's pretty expensive because they're gonna have vodka and.
No,
maybe
but you don't
maybe rum.
understand. You don't
Maybe
understand. In
Okay.
Canada, when
Don't understand.
you
Oh,
get
he's fine in LSD, by the way.
fuck off, Chili, why would that impact my sorry, I almost made a really big mistake. Have an impact on my performance, thank you very much. I hate people that are like, dude, what you just said impacted me so hard right now. And I'm just like, no, what you just said had an impact on me. But no, it did not impact you in any way, shape, or form. Apart from maybe the fucking impact of my fist on your jaw for saying stupid shit.
And that's why we're gonna move on now that everyone's here.
So what did I miss in like 15 minutes?
Nothing of substance.
Can you
that's
take
for
a
sure.
guess? You want to really take a guess?
The most
No,
substantial
no,
of
no.
conversations.
False.
And I will drink to that.
You okay?
Yeah. Yep. There you
I'm
go.
just-
Now
I'm
you're
just-
putting two and two
Right.
together.
So we'll just start with announcements, shall we? I'd like to congratulate Synod for seeing how long a human being can go with only eating pizza. This is a very serious, very professional experiment that will not be corrupted in any way with any sort of nutritious food or anything else.
Wait, I don't deserve this.
Yes, you do. You've had this coming. All right, we've had a peer review.
I made crepes this morning.
Anyways, next is our dearest, incomparable Chili, who not only has a big forehead, but also has big aspirations, and will be attending her local chili cook-off coming this summer. That's right, Chili is going to be making chili. Stay tuned to the Weather Channel. We'll find out if Chili makes chili while it's chilly.
Remind me. I made beans.
What the fuck?
Made beans and pork. Pork beans, you might say.
I hate chili.
You hate chili? Oh my god.
So be sure and stop by her stall to experience not only a mountain of flavor, but a mountain of forehead. And finally, our main man Plains' alter ego, Gabriella O'Connelly, is going to be doing a live show at a club called the Pump House. It starts at 9 p.m., goes until question marks. It's going to be on 424 Play Street. If you hit Jerk Circle, you've gone too far.
Ah.
Wait. Strivy,
Yes, Synod.
real time here.
Real time.
You wrote these down beforehand, right?
Dude, I had these for a month, and I kept forgetting to do them. So you're just gonna have to fucking suffer. That's the only
I fucking love it. I love it. I love the energy. I love everything about it. Ugh. This is a good start, guys. We should do this every week. Everybody has to go around and congratulate everybody on all the terrible shit they're doing with their life.
Here's my recent announcement.
Uh-huh.
Last week, gave myself whiplash on a water slide.
Nice. Respectable. Honestly. Award worthy. Good job. I'll drink to that.
Today I went on a tarp with friends to water slide as well. They decided, let's spin a bottle and we'll throw a fucking football as you try to slip on it. Someone got pegged in the head and just fell forward and kind of stopped there.
I like it. I like it. You have to earn your life. You can't just live. You gotta earn. You gotta do
Definitely
something
gotta
to
earn
make
the
sure
right
that you don't die.
to
You gotta not die. That's as simple.
God.
Here's a step-by-step guide to becoming a fossil. Step 1, die.
Oh,
You gotta die in the right
that's
spot.
beer.
It's not.
La vitesse. Okay, that's better. Sorry. It finally came back to me.
There you go. Sign out. Answering questions that nobody's asking.
Fuck off.
So
Wow. Wow.
I'm so sad that I'm so sorry that nobody's interested in your imported Flemish beer.
What was
There
that?
you go.
What were those songs you used to play in here? Strip that were like, maybe that was Archon
It's a
too.
It's a blonde
Well,
beer.
like-
Oh my god.
I don't know if they were pagan, but they were like crazy songs in languages that I didn't understand.
You mean Heilung? Because you played one
Yeah,
of those
Heilung.
before. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I went to go see them in New York.
Oh, were they?
Oh, they had great ambiance, my man. You could all face painted up. It was fucking fantastic.
That's awesome.
I'm not even Scandinavian, and I got into it. It's a bit.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's how you know. That's how you know you're.
They all of their songs are based off of very old scraps of records that were usually preserved by Romans. or in some cases Carolinians. And
Yeah.
so they have a lot of repetition, but it's more about getting you into a specific mindset. And there was definitely some substance abuse, but
Wait,
they
wait,
were
wait.
they were very good.
What's their night? Are they still a thing, or are they done?
They're still a band. They're not, well, nobody's touring right now, but
Well, yeah.
they're still a band. They still exist. It's Maria Franz. They put out a relatively new one. Norupo, I think it was.
Give me a sec. I need to find where my notes are.
Okay, take your time.
I'm
Oh,
Yes.
okay, but-
Send
okay,
you.
okay, random notes. Oh, there it is. Heilunk is what you called them.
Hai Lung.
H-E-I lung?
Yes.
Nice, I got that on the first try.
I'll be
All,
right
uh,
back. I'm gonna
okay.
heat up my food.
All.
I'm gonna wonder what the fuck this is tomorrow morning, but oh my god.
He only knows about you. I wish he wouldn't. Oh, well. You. Oh, he pinned it? It's not that good. Rudy. Really?
Wait, did it skip it?
No, it said 9 minutes until playing.
Okay, good. I was scared.
Did it skip it? Hasn't gotten to it yet.
Ah, dumb cunt.
Oh my.
What? Dumb fucking cunt.
Oh, fuck
Screwed it up.
you.
I
For a mediocre sea shanty.
I got you. I was trying to remove it. I was just playing.
Yeah, right. I don't believe it.
Fucking.
You done did got caught.
I'm sorry, Daddy. Please don't spank me again.
Again?
You don't remember that time?
Well, whatever.
Okay.
I mean, yes. Yes, I do.
Dumb car
It's just a
whore.
prank.
Fucking car whore. God, she's fucking die.
God, fucking
World
LSD horror, car horror. What's next? Turd horror?
Whoa.
It's crack horror.
She's
Brag.
no, she's
It's a
just one of
catch-all term.
She's just one of those people that the world would literally be better without. I would feel better about myself. All my problems would be
I would feel
solved if
better
she was just
about
fucking gone. Yes.
Are you
Just
like
hear-
in your living room?
Let's not.
Her mere presence, just the fact that she breathes,
Oh,
annoys the shit out of me.
God.
my goodness.
Do I know who you're talking about? Because I assume it's not Cardi B.
Nice. Good assumption there.
Not this time. Yeah.
Look, man, it fit the description.
All right.
Anyway,
Yes. So, picking up where we left off.
gonna lie, don't.
You don't know? You don't know where we left off?
I was having a really long conversation that everybody else was bored with, and I was having a lot of fun with.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of which, what's your passive perception?
I think it's probably just an average. I think it's 10. My wisdom is a 10, so.
Right, but your passive perception isn't. It's right below charisma.
I need to log into
You haven't
roll
done that
20.
yet?
Look, man, I've been distracted. The world has been spinning around, and I've been standing still for a little while. All right.
Are your blinds open? Are you
Oh,
gonna
boy.
have to keep peeping toms again?
Are you nude again?
I'm always assume I'm nude and
Right,
ask if I'm not nude.
right.
But
That's why
Okay.
the curtains were open.
My
I get
bad.
peeping toms all the time. This girl and I, she's in the second story across the street. We just kind of exchange.
What the?
I'm pretty sure I get the better deal. But
Yeah.
It's, I guess, beauty is subjective and all that shit.
Nice. One day she's going to have somebody mount her in the window, and you can watch that.
You bet your ass I'd watch that.
I know you'd watch it. I know you would.
I might even get binoculars out of my fucking, closet for that. Anyway,
Classy.
sorry, passive perception.
Yes, please.
Coming right up, Mr. DM.
Anytime. Think you can do it before 10:30?
DM, give me some time. Yeah, passive wisdom 10.
Oh. Okay. All right.
It's just your wisdom score. I thought.
Yes. Alright, so you don't notice. Equals 10 plus the wisdom modifier. Creature has advantage, add 5. Okay. Alright. So, let's see. Cato bought a bunch of blades. Athen broke into a house and then broke out of a house. Talia was having a lengthy discussion about the ritual that is involved and the components that are required.
And missed something, hopefully nothing important, but whatever.
No, not too terribly important. Raugum was... What were you doing, Raugum, last session?
Well, I was eating, and then I was gonna go do something else, but then y'all got talking, so.
Okay, so what do you want to do?
I thought you were hunting for snakes. Weren't you hunting for snakes?
He said that to come back to that, so I was gonna go. I don't remember what I was gonna go do.
Alrighty.
Someone needed it.
You can make a couple of survival checks if you actually want to go out. And, well, no, because you got to get stuff. You got to get stuff to suck venom out of a snake.
Yeah, exactly.
So you got to figure that out.
I don't know what shop I would need to go to for that either, though. Is that like a trinket shop, or is that gonna be like a...
Poisoners.
Poisoners and alchemists shop, poisoner shop. You might be able to find some of that stuff that you can make your own at a outfitter of some sort. All you really need is like a glass jar with a permeable membrane of sorts on it, with maybe a thin leather.
Sure, yeah, let's do that.
Sure. Okay, so it takes you like a little bit over an hour to get everything, but do you just want the jar with that, or do you want like a trap for the snake itself?
Do I need a trap?
What? I don't know, Chili. Do you need a trap?
You tell me I can't like use my rope, or you know.
You're gonna use rope on a snake. All right. Tell me about how that's gonna work. Because I've never heard of this. You're gonna tie up a snake?
Have you ever seen Louisiana? Like how they handle snakes and shit down there?
Never in my life.
Now I have to look this up.
No, there's no way. You're just gonna tie up a snake.
Snake. Rope.
How to tie up a snake?
They use a rope and a rod.
Okay, you didn't say anything about a rod.
But the main thing's the rope. The catch-all.
Yeah, the rod makes sense, but I don't understand what the
It's
rope
just a hook with a little neck hook that you just
clamp.
yeah, you just tighten around its neck like you would around a dog's neck or whatever. That's not. Ooh,
Yeah.
watch deadly black mamba snakes mating. Cool.
Ooh. I want to see that.
A snake.
Anyway,
Snake.
don't step on snake. Anyway.
I almost died to a green mamba.
Whoa.
What?
That's no good.
Is that
Yeah,
an after?
I'd advise you to not do that.
Yeah, no, seriously, we had to shut down the whole compound. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah. All right. So you'll get it. You'll get what you need,
I,
and then you'll have to
No.
go. And then you'll have to go out and find a snack.
let's go find a snack.
This is a pretty big city. You might be able to. Probably not.
Find one in the
Yeah, a snake keeper. I don't know, like a snake wrangler. You might be able to find one, but
We'd have to go to China for that. Go to the wet markets, get
Oh.
coronavirus, all that shit.
nice. Well, we so don't. So, you can give me a couple survival checks for that to stake out a snake ground. And while you're doing that, Tara, did you tell your boss anything about what happened last night? Woo, hi.
Hi.
That's quite the microphone you got there.
Is it loud? I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's better than Monday.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I'll tell her.
Okay, everything. All right. You're gonna tell her
Sure, why not?
you're gonna tell her that you're planning on betraying her,
No.
or going against the expectations. Okay. Okay. So not everything.
No, not that part.
Oh, okay. Give me another survival check, Chili. I said a couple. That means 2.
Only
When
them
people are a couple, there's usually 2 of them. There you go. Good girl.
I mean, depends on it. But you're.
All right, let's get it. So it's going to take you like half a day or so to stake out what you think is a snake hole of a poisonous snake and figure out exactly how you're going to do that.
Snake.
Snack.
Yeah.
Snack.
Danger noodle.
Sure.
The
why not?
Nefarious pasta noodle.
Nefarious noodle. I like the alliteration. I'll work with that every day of the week. You bitch! I just killed you.
Whoa.
Starts like kicking a girl down the basement.
Nobody likes you anyway. Just stay down there.
Oh my god. How'd you get out of the cuffs?
You're like they say you're a less hot version of me.
Oh.
So all right. So Ragham's doing that for the rest of the day. What are the other 3 of you? Well, Talia's having a chat that's not going to take half the day, but it'll take like a quarter, maybe a third of it or something like that to get all that information. So
Talk a lot.
yeah. So after Talia's done, and for the other 2 of you, how do you want to spend your day?
Alright. I'm gonna pull out.
Ralgham's not around. And will not be around until like 4 or so.
Is it like. What time is it right now?
Oh, I remember I was doing Drippy.
Okay, great. Well, you've already chosen something else. So,
Yeah. Hey, did I make any gold off my little job that I did?
Oh, that. Oh, yeah. That's right. Yeah, they gave you 15 gold for the day.
Alright, cool.
I had something I wanted to do with that too. I gotta find my notes where it says. But anyways,
We'll do it when I get back.
yeah, we'll retcon it. It's fine. Okay. What's your question?
It's like. What
Oh
time is it
yeah,
right
yeah.
now?
So it was so at the beginning of the day, Talia at the beginning after breakfast, Talia went to go talk there. Ralgham went to go off on some errand that I assume he didn't tell you anything about. Kato is still not in the group yet, and you have the rest of your day, and you haven't said you were doing anything. So anything after breakfast?
Alright, so worry about the igniter, the rope.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you did buy stuff,
Oil.
so it's late morning, early afternoon, something like that.
I guess, Is there anything else I really need for this? I don't think so. I'm just gonna go... Actually, yeah, let me start heading to Lord Hesperex's, manor. I'm just gonna be in the woods next to it, though. I'm not gonna go to it.
Okay. You'll head out and recase the joint when there's better lighting. I will say I haven't forgotten about the sprites, but they're not going to come into a walled city with you guys. So they're a little bit on hold until you decide to be in the woods
Abuse them.
a little
roll
bit
their-
more. Yeah, or, you know,
Interact with them.
engage in what is basically drugs, because they don't really have a corporeal form per se yet, or consistently, shall we say. They're
I
all
mean,
going
you gotta
through
do-
withdrawal, as you
It
do.
is a. Would it be considered a mercy to, instead of killing someone, just take their body and wipe their soul? Just replace it with a more useful, more amenable type of person?
I think you know the answer to that,
Would
Sinai.
that be morally wrong?
I think you know the answer to that, Sinai.
You know, some might
But
call
their
that
soul
genetic
is-
engineering.
What?
Some might call that genetic engineering.
No, no one would call it that,
No,
because it's
no,
not.
no, no, no. I'm talking about taking someone already alive
Right.
and hijacking them while leaving their soul to go wherever souls go, and just putting something more useful in the husk that is otherwise going to rot in
So you
the
pretty
earth.
much just
You
just
know-
murdered someone, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, do you have a better way other than killing someone to get their soul out?
You know, my experience with Yu-Gi-Oh says that's not a good idea.
I'll drink to that.
It's just, you're gonna remove a soul from its rightful vessel and then replace it with a soul that you like better, and cast that soul off and cast the previous soul off into limbo or
Yeah.
whatever.
So it's like he's playing God. It's weird.
It,
Yeah.
it's very paladin-like though. All right, so you're gonna stake that out. So Kato, what are you doing with your day?
Stealing more knives.
Yeah, doing more knives.
Just gonna spend the entire
I
fucking
know it,
game
I know it.
stealing knives.
Just be like, hey,
Okay.
we need a knife. And she's be like,
Before,
oh, no, I got
before I
you.
head out, can I do one thing?
Okay.
I'm just gonna give Kato a message. Meet me at Lord Hesperix's manor, like as the sun starts to set.
How are you going to do that?
Shit, did I not see
Kitchen.
Kato leave? Or I guess we're-
Last night, you both went
Yeah,
to
that's
different
fair.
places,
Okay.
and
Well, shit.
you know where Cassie is staying.
Oh well, then I'll
You
go
can
there
always
and
try
check.
and yeah, okay, all right. That'll be in the morning then. Do you hang around in the morning, Tara?
Yeah.
Okay, all right then. He'll see you. I'm going to roll and see if any other people in that Merc group see you. On an evens, they do. Odds, they do not.
Uh-oh.
All right, that's an even. So you are noticed talking to Kato. But go on. You want to ask her to meet you outside Hesperix's manor, where you met previously,
Yeah.
I suppose, at sundown. All right. So Kato now has the message. Do whatever,
Okay.
and you can do whatever you want with that information. Go
I'll,
It's
ahead.
completely optional.
yeah, right. Can I spend the rest of the day stealing knives?
Sure. You can certainly do that. There's
This is
a
how
big
you
enough
lose so
city.
much money.
Do some stuff. Give me like how
How many
just wanna
hours of
spend
stealing?
Yeah, I was gonna
knives?
say you just want to spend the day stealing knives.
Knives, everything else.
Give me a couple of sleight of hand checks.
You gonna find a fence to sell them to, or just like?
The
No,
next
sign
town.
on.
The next town.
Just gonna keep them.
with you. All right, 13, 24.
Oh god.
Did you want more?
Give me one more, just
Okay.
to see what happens, because now I'm curious. All right.
Oh.
All right. So the beginning of your day, you do pretty well. You feel like you're getting a little bit of notice though, so you head down into a different area of Ravenna, and everybody's really inattentive in this area. You do really well for yourself, and nobody seems to notice. Nobody seems to give you second glances or nothing. You're in and out, and before long, you're like, well, the only daggers that are really left are like really impossible to get and are being worn. So maybe I'll move on to another section. So you move on to another section of the city. This one is not the greatest section of town. It's not bad, of course, but this is a little bit more like where servants and slaves would be, bond servants, all that sort of stuff, indentured even, and they're a little bit more wary. And so you managed to get some daggers. You also notice that you're getting more attention than you did before, and a couple people are starting to follow you. So after snatching a few extra daggers, you decide that it would probably be better if you leave this section of town fairly quickly and not come back for a couple of days until they forget.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
How many do I get?
Well, that's gonna be like the decent part of your day, like a third, probably pushing a half. Are you looking to get a set amount? Is there a cap? Is there an upper limit to this?
No.
Gonna end up like fucking Katarina. Fucking millions of them.
It's just gonna start. She's gonna like, her ears are gonna be pierced with daggers. And, all right, so
Or strict
13.
to institute a weight limit.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, honestly.
because almost everybody here is first time playing D&D, I'm going very easy on them, which is why I had the races limited, and I'm not doing weight, and I'm not worrying about shields breaking or really weapon wear and tear. I'm giving them a lot of leeway compared to what I've had to play with. But yeah, so we're not doing weight right now, unless it's something ridiculous like you're carrying out
Like 10
a
times
chest
older.
or something, whatever. And that's more even encumbrance rather than sheer weight. But anyways, so 13, decent section, and then a 24, which is on a hot streak. You can probably get close to 2 dozen,
Cool.
maybe a little bit more.
Like 25?
That would be more, yes.
Okay.
You can give yourself 25, 26. You can pad your stats a little bit. I'm not worried about this. I probably should be, but I'm not. Not until it's too late, and then I have to retcon and be like, oh well, they're all rusty and broken. You actually have one of them's actually a butter knife. You weren't paying attention. All right, so that's the first half. Athens spending his day waiting, or shopping, and then presumably waiting until sunset, unless otherwise dictated. Talia will probably be the first one with some free time. So is there anything that you want to do?
So
Yes.
need blood and a stone. So I would like
And
to...
you got on me about
Yes, I did get on you when you said blood sacrifice. You talked to your cursed sword. That was probably gonna try and kill us.
No, I need, what's it called? I have to bring up the fucking sheet to figure out what it's called again, really? I need special blood for the ritual to get rid of the fucking deity's eye on my freaking forehead. Thank you very much. I don't need blood to appease a freaking neutral evil sword. Thank you. Moving on.
Damn.
Yeah, it just
Asper blood.
Away.
Yes.
asked for blood, and I need a lightning ungul's, whatever. And so,
A Volcorius stone.
there you go.
Leitneraz Unrol.
There you go.
Which is
Thank
exactly how Ralgam would pronounce it.
Oh,
Maybe.
yeah, you need my help. Oh shit.
I would like to first go visit an alchemist
Mhm.
to see if they have any ask for blood, and maybe, perchance, if for some reason they needed precious stones, which I don't know what alchemists need.
Mhm.
So, I'd like to go check if they have any of that in stock first.
Okay, sure.
And I want to see if I can find one of the shadier types.
Wow, look at you. Alright, sure. do me an investigation check.
But I don't want to go in yet. I just want to see if I can find one of the shaper
Okay,
types.
that's fine. You don't have to.
Investigation.
If you please.
It's gonna end poorly.
13 plus 12 equals 24. Ooh.
Yeah, I called it.
It's getting close to closing time. By the time you find a shop that suits your specific tastes, you ask for directions and try to get a little bit of help. And there are bulletin boards and all that, but you kind of get the run around a little bit, and the magical component to some of these mall maps with "you are here's" are a little bit confusing rather. But eventually you do find a shop that looks a little bit, not run down per se, but let's just say worn. There's water stains from spigots, and there's a little bit of mildew on the walls. It's not particularly loud or gaudy or particularly not drawing attention to itself. It's just got a simple sign on the door. There's a pair of people who look like they're playing Go on a table off to the side. There's plenty of people loitering in this area. It's a little bit more on the seedy side, yes.
Okay. How close to closing am I?
Maybe like 45 minutes until people generally start to close up shop and then do whatever it is they're going to do, dinner or something,
Okay.
or whatever.
Leisure
activities.
I have a cloak. Can I cover my armor with that cloak?
The cloak doesn't have hand holes in it, so unless you don't put your hands out, then you can, yes. But it doesn't have specific holes for hands, so you gotta figure something out with that. But otherwise,
Okay.
it's big enough, yes.
So the only problem would be paying, really,
Yes.
if I wanted to conceal the.
The only problem would be any sort of hand gestures. If you want to be clever, you can come up with a solution, but that's on you. Like, for example, you could just turn around.
I could what?
Like, for example, you could just turn around and get the gold out, so he wouldn't see the front of you with the huge split in your cloak. But whatever. If you gotta,
Yeah,
you
but
gotta
even
figure
when
something
I handed it to someone.
out. Okay, figure it out.
All right, I'm just gonna. Any side alleys nearby?
There are spaces. Yeah, there's alleyways in between this shop and the surrounding buildings. There's quite a few bits of space there. There's some barrels and crates. Assassin's
gonna-
Creed style.
I'm gonna duck into an alley and
Mhm.
make sure it's fucking empty. First of all, so that would be what perception.
Perceptione.
Average.
Yeah.
Just a small alley.
Yeah,
So it's empty.
and it's close to closing. There's not a lot of people out. You don't see anyone.
Yeah. So I will take my armor off and store it in my pack.
Ooh.
You know, with all the marks of my faith and all that shit.
Just gonna be a
And
busty elf. Nothing to see
just
here.
a busty elf with nondescript clothing and a cloak on. And then walk into the alchemist shop.
Okay.
And I will inquire as to whether they have Aster Blood or a Volcorius stone.
Alrighty. You walk in. It's it's an alchemist shop for sure, but it's kind of styled more like an emporium. They've got curious components hanging from ceilings. They've got caged animals that you might use as a familiar or as a spell component itself, or maybe for a sacrifice. However you want to, whatever.
Waiting.
Right.
You're telling me I could have gotten. I could have.
No, you're going for snake's
Gotta
venom.
ask
You're
the right questions. Gotta ask the right questions, Joe.
You gotta ask for a seedy looking,
Sorry, you can go on.
low brow. There are plenty of tables and dressers. And there are various stones, and there's some powders that are on what looks like a scale that has been weighed out or is weighed out in order to balance them almost perfectly. There's quite a bit, and behind the desk you see a older gnome, kind of a hooked nose, hatchet face. He's standing there, and it looks like he's cutting something with a very small blade. Takes a sip of his mug. Oh, yes? What brings you in here, citizen?
I'm a
I'm the alchemist.
Oh, sorry, yes.
For,
Oh,
some perhaps rare or unusual ingredients for my own purposes, and I was wondering if you were in the possession of perhaps any Asper blood, or if by any chance you had a Volcorius stone or knew of the whereabouts.
a Volcarius stone. Oh, you're something of an idiot, aren't you? Only the dwarves mine those things, and they keep them well under lock and key. Those things are so rare. I wish I had one, though. I would totally overcharge you for that. Anyway, as for blood, it's pretty hard to get. You gotta find hunters that actually want to go out and kill mythical beasts, you know? But I got 2 vials here. It'll be 20 gold a pop if you're interested. But that's also some pretty hard stuff to come by. And not only is it mythological beasts, but it's only certain mythological beasts. It's very difficult to get and maintain this sort of stock. But that'll be 40 total if you want both. This is a curious component to be getting, and a Volcorius stone. What are you gonna do with those?
Well, what I do with them is my business, I believe.
All right, fine. Keep your secrets.
Ah.
It's not like I'm not an alchemist that's been alive for almost 100 years and that I couldn't help you with it or anything. No, that's ridiculous. Just no, please. Just you know what? It's 42 gold. No, I'm kidding. I'm just messing with you. You
I would have loved
on
if
your
you kept
face.
going.
That's funny because, 20 gold apiece, that seems pretty high, and never mind. Fuck that. Your train of thought.
That's average.
So now you're trying your best, and that's what matters.
Even if it's insufficient or ill-advised.
I mean, you're not good, but at least you're trying.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, I don't. Did my research tell me how much Asper blood I need?
Half a liter.
Half a liter, and how much is he offering?
2 vials, which is I will confirm.
Two vials.
How much
That's
that'll be.
probably. Ow.
It's not going to be much, but oh, a file is what I said. That's what I should have said. Apparently, that's more Latin. All right, so yeah, it's a file.
File.
That's just what it is now.
Okay.
I'm looking. A moment.
All good. Alright, guys.
Alright, so the small ones are around 10 milliliters, but they're not that small, which is ridiculous. We'll make it an even 50.
So that's a fifth of what I need
Yes.
for 40 gold. Heh. God.
You're rich. You can afford
Oh,
that.
I'm
Don't be
sorry.
a
Should
player.
I just make everything buyable and just remove half the fun from the game for you?
It's only 40 gold. It's not like we're not gonna get more.
True. Fair enough.
Nobody's
Uh,
been making you buy it either.
I'm just considering my options here.
Yes,
Relax.
yes, as you do, as you do. So, Chili, you're on deck to figure out what you want to do as soon as I'm done with Synod.
Alright. I'll hand him the 40 gold and take out another 5
Oh,
and lay him on the counter.
oh, he definitely
and-
notices.
Say, well, I realize that this is quite the rare ingredient. And I must say that I'm not entirely too picky on where it comes from. So if you were perhaps in knowledge of certain parts of town that may or may not have more of this in stock for some more discounted price, I would not object to that information. And I'm willing to pay a little bit more.
Oh, oh, the pretty lady is willing to pay more. Oh, wow, okay, all right.
I'm asking for a fucking black market here.
Yeah.
In case that wasn't clear.
Yeah, no, yeah, you're asking for a black market at a lower price, which I don't think you know what you're doing, but
Relax.
yeah, so
It's all gonna be okay. He's a legitimate businessman, alright?
yeah, he is.
Mhm.
Am I gonna get a fucking worse price from criminals? That's what you're telling? Shh.
Yes.
Some questions don't require answers.
Sometimes criminals have more overhead than a legitimate shopkeeper. But anyway, all right. So there are some black market alchemists in this city. There are some questionable items or items that have a lot of red tape, or maybe are hard to come by, or something, or maybe controlled substances, shall we say. He does not know what their inventory is offhand. They tend to deal in more esoteric things. So yes, they if anyone would have it, they certainly would. He gives you directions to the southwest side of town. You are to look for a halfling who
South side of town.
southwestern side of town, a halfling with a blue bandana on his left arm. His name is Lucius the Silver-Handed.
Alright.
He's foot in the door kind of guy. A glorified fence, if you will.
Okay.
He'll take the 5 gold and slide it into his bag with the 40. A pleasure doing business with you.
Quite. And I'll take my leave from there and head back to, I'm never gonna remember the name of the inns we stay at, but I'll head back to the inn, or whatever you want to call it.
Okay, that's fine. You'll head back to the inn. So, Chili, what did you want to do?
So I'm like just outside Ravenna.
You are you're like at least an hour walk outside of Ravenna.
Okay.
Looking around
Am
at
I-
some rocks.
Am I successful tracking anything?
You're
Like-
looking for like little dens that look like they could be occupied by a snake. A couple of them turn out to be actual rodents, but with your 2 rolls, you'll be able to find a poisonous snake and capture it.
Well, with one of the ones that had a rodent, I'm definitely gonna, use that as bait. After I killed it, obviously, and used it for bait.
You're gonna use dead bait for a snake. That's
I love it.
that's a risky adventure,
yeah.
but okay. If that's how you want to do it.
Maybe the bait is not the bait. You catch what I mean?
Maybe Balgam's the bait.
Maybe the bait
Definitely would work.
I don't think Chili understands how snakes function, but whatever.
They eat frozen mice all the time, anyway. So do I encounter a snake? Can I encounter a snake?
You encounter a snake.
Okay.
Snake has appeared.
Yeah.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Yeah.
Arbok, thank you! Oh no. So I don't know what kind of snake I would have, do I?
You see the snake. Well, yeah. So you see the snake, and then it's gone behind a rock.
Can I track it?
This is so ridiculous. Yeah, go ahead. You can track a snake.
Okay. Okay. I've got my.
Do me another survival. Because it technically vanished from your vision, or from your sight, even if it was just for a little bit. Okay, yeah. So you pick up the trail of the snake pretty easily again. It looks like it's going for a small outcropping of like small boulders, a little bit of a scree moraine type situation.
And if I throw the bait like 3/4 of the way near it, that area.
You're tracking a snake. You're gonna throw a dead mouse at it, and just kind of hope for the best.
Let's see if it catches the mouse.
Talking to the dwarf that tried to tame a chimera by running away from it.
Tried to tame a chimera by asking a bunch of bandits how to tame it. Is what she did. That was also ridiculous. All right, do me a dexterity check. I just couldn't help but notice that you don't have a pet chimera right now. Oh my! It gets about half as far as you wanted it to. It hooks a little bit to the left. The snake stops dead in its tracks, though.
So it notices it.
It notices vibrations on the ground. Yeah. It's not like I'm pretty sure the snake can already smell you and a dead mouse, but it also goes off of vibrations. So the snake stops. It's not going to be for very long. What do you want to do?
I attempt to rope it with my,
You're just going to throw a lasso around a snake?
yeah.
This is gonna end so
All
poorly.
right.
A lasso.
Not greatly
A lasso
shoulders.
around a snake.
You heard this is being recorded, by the way. I want everyone to know that Chili's trying to lasso a snake.
Okay,
Chili, are you sure about
I can,
this?
How
I
you
can
thought
find
about your next course of action?
I can either try and lasso it or I can try and javelin it.
So, remember when you talked about getting a stick with a noose on the end of it? That's not what a lasso
Did I-
is. Are you aware of this?
Did I get the said stick with rope?
Well, yeah. You said you wanted to get it, and you said you got it, but that's not what a lasso is. Are you aware of that?
Yes, I'm aware of what a lasso is. I have lasso cap.
Okay, cool. So you're gonna lasso lasso a snake, and if it comes after you, you've got nothing to do.
But I did get the rod. I didn't know I got the rod. I thought I had to like pick up a stick in the woods there.
You can pick up. I don't know. What do you want to do, Chili? You tell me. Like,
You told me I got the supplies.
yes, you got the supplies, but that's not a lasso. A lasso is rope with a noose on the end of it.
Sorry, my Josh just got a ring real quick.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna use my stick then.
Okay.
And try and catch it. Animal control style. If I'm in range of it, if I'm even in range.
You can get in range of it, I'm sure.
Okay.
All right.
How far away?
It's like maybe 20 feet.
Okay.
Which means you threw the mouse like 10 feet. A weak ass throw, bitch.
Oh, that should have been a strength check. I don't know what you're talking about, but anyway.
No.
Okay.
That's not how projectiles work.
So can I see which way the snake is like looking?
The
Like
snake,
is it looking toward?
it's looking. It was moving away from you. It's looking 90 degrees to the right.
Okay. Can I like keep it distracted so it keeps looking that way? Like say like throwing small pebbles?
What do you got? All right, so you're gonna throw rocks in the general vicinity of a snake. Okay.
No, not the snake of the bait.
Have
Look,
you ever
looking that way.
have you ever heard the term "don't poke a snake"?
No.
No, just a flat out no. Well, that's a stupid question, Cyanide. You already knew the answer to that.
Okay. What happens if I take one? Oh wait, I got an idea. This is a stealth check, isn't it? Can I sneak up on the snake?
Stupid story.
This is such a waste of
okay.
freaking time. No,
Yeah.
not really, because okay, sure.
19. Let's
Sure.
go. Sneak up on the fucking snake.
You
How
sneak up.
even?
I just want to get in range so I can use the stick and the rope.
Okay. Fine, whatever. You get in range.
Okay.
You can't.
Uh,
Okay, yeah.
Alright.
Alright, go
Can I-
ahead. Make your
can I-
make an attack roll. Then, unless you want to do something else first.
Oh, what check?
An attack roll. A ranged attack roll, I should say.
Do I have to catch the venom while it's still alive?
I don't know, Chili. Do you?
I don't know. This is a reptile. I'm an animal science major. This mammals.
Right. Well,
I don't
Ralgum
know.
need- Well, does Ralgum know? Ralgum's gonna have to make a decision here. What would Ralgum do?
Do it, Anakin. Kill him.
I don't want it to be alive, not dead, because I feel like the glands would quit working once they're dead. So,
Alright, that's. We'll go with
It's
that. then.
reasonable.
okay, so
Alright, so I'll tell you right, not that you need to know this, but the snake has an AC of 13. So, you need a 13 or higher.
okay, so
It's a snake.
yeah,
It's got a swim.
just in case
You're raging? Seriously?
I
Like,
get
that's a
3.
snake. That's one hell of a snake, I guess.
I guess.
Oh my god, I
It
missed.
No, you don't. No, you don't know.
You said an attack.
Yeah, okay. With your lasso, you goofball. Not with your long sword. You just said you wanted to
I
keep it
can't-
alive.
Yeah,
Fuck, Chili.
You are not thinking this through at all. Okay, make a ranged attack roll. You can do with advantage with your reckless crap. We just make a ranged attack roll with advantage to see if your lasso lands around the neck of a snake.
What I don't.
And this is
that
how
what
we spent the first 45 minutes of this game.
is this, what
Chili,
is
not
I
following
love this
directions
game.
and not making the greatest decisions.
I don't know what kind of.
It's the same thing for your javelin, girl. It's a ranged attack roll. This ain't like, thank you. Okay. Great, even better. So, against all odds, and because I really don't want to draw this out any longer, you do in fact lasso a fucking snake. Rather than get into the bullshitness of what's going on here, you lasso a snake. Congratulations.
Fucking retcon, saved by the fucking 40 minutes of our life, saved by a fucking ret.
No,
Honestly, props.
saved by her own incompetence is what's really happening here, just so we're clear. Alright, so you now have a...
You made the decision. You could have let it play out. Could have let it play
Yeah,
out.
I could have let it play. Yeah, you're right. No, I could have. We could have been here for another 45 minutes. While Chili figures out the difference between melee and ranged.
With the rage and the freaking reckless attack.
The rage that
and
does
all
nothing
that.
for our current situation.
I get 3 per rest, so it's fine. Don't worry. Anyway. Okay, so I have the snake.
What is your mind like, unburdened by thoughts? Yes, you have a snake that is unhappy and is thrashing about in your animal control style stick lasso, whatever.
Okay.
Pole arm.
So I definitely have it like as close to the head as possible, so it can't like turn around and bite me, right?
Sure.
So
Sure.
and I grab it and then use the glass and vial, permeable mesh, whatever it is. In the other hand, use that to pry open snake to collect said snake venom in jar.
Sure. Sure. This is so much work. I don't even know what poison damage this is gonna be, but it's just a fucking snake. It ain't gonna be much. You're spending like the majority of your day for 2d4 poison damage.
I have a resistance to poison, so
But you're not gonna drink it, right? So
maybe it'll make me stronger. Have you seen Princess
sure.
Bride?
That's very likely. Get a. Alright, so you do. You hold the snake, you have to get the vial out. You somehow get it to open its mouth, get its fangs deployed, then sunk into the membrane of the vial. And there you sit for several minutes while the snake...
a snake of poison.
Yeah, while the snake empties its venom sacs, more or less, into this vial. Now I have to look up what the average load of poison is. I'm gonna say like 5 milliliters or something. It's not gonna be much.
Watch these mamas fucking.
What?
Jesus.
Did I
It's
hear
not
what I just...
Kobe. It's
what?
not Kobe's like you're thinking.
I kind of want to watch these mambas fucking. Is there a problem? What is the problem here?
They have a site for that called Pornhub.
Wow.
No, I'm
Okay.
pretty sure.
So somewhere between 1 to 850 milligrams of...
So now you gotta figure out the density of snake poison
Oh, Synod, shut up. I'm
and
not
use
doing
that to figure out how many milliliters that amounts to.
So we'll give you 500 milligrams. The largest amount of venom milked from an eastern diamondback rattlesnake. Wow. Cool.
Full milk. Oh, yeah, anti-venom. My bad. Ignore it. It's a stupid question.
So,
It's wearing off, guys.
so you now have your vial of venom. You take off the membrane. You cap it with a cork or screw-on lid or some kind of sealant. And that's what you have. Do you want to get it? Do you want to do anything else?
Can I look at the snake since I have it up close? Like, what kind of snake it is?
Oh, fuck, Chili.
Would it be worth selling its skin?
It's not that big.
What kind? You're not answering what kind?
Hemorrhoid.
You're so.
It's asp viper. Sure.
Oh, dude.
How does someone like you exist?
With a fucking ass.
So it's a common snake.
It's a common snake. It's a common poisonous snake.
Fucking poisonous as shit, though.
It's
Have
not.
you gotten bit by that?
It's not. It's like a young adult. It's not particularly big. You could maybe get like a headband out of it at most.
Hey, solid snake right there.
Okay, so I still have it in. I still have it. Though.
Sure, you can have it as long as you want. It's
Yeah. Okay.
still
wow,
attached
so
to the prod.
it's still attached. So if I back, gently set it down, let it go, is it gonna run in the opposite direction or is it gonna come after me?
How should I know, Chili? It's a
Um,
snake. What would you do? Most of the time, well, even if it comes after you, it doesn't have any venom. So, who cares, right?
it could still bite.
Put yourself, yes, it could still bite you. Put yourself in the mind of like 99% of animals are gonna fucking flee for their lives.
Okay, yeah, I'll let it go.
Okay, it fucking flees for its life.
Lasso snake. Yay, okay. So that
This isn't the dumbest, but yeah.
do I? Okay. Is there no other nearby dens or snakes in the area?
You're gonna have to stake out another one. You don't know the land. You don't know anything about where they would be. You have general ideas, but well, you've been walking through it, and this is the first one that was actually a proper snake den and not some sort of vermin.
Well, 500 milligrams is a pretty decent amount here, so I'm pretty content with that. Because I also have Wonder Cap and Liquid Agony, so I guess I'll head back to town this time. Maybe even find like, yeah, I'll keep that on me.
All right, sure. Ralgam the Snake Wrangler heads back into Ravenna. So that was a really good chunk of your day.
I would say, do I have time to go back to my other job?
What is this?
You left your job, Chili.
You said we could resume it when I got back.
We can retcon it, but
Okay.
sure, that's both halves of your day.
Okay.
That's twice. 2 retcons in one goddamn session. Jesus, Joey, come on, get your fucking act together.
and that's Synod saying that. I just want you to know.
Yeah.
I just can't today.
The last
Fucking
person
hour
who
trying to
should be
wrangle a
saying-
snake, lasso a fucking snake.
Do it.
You can't make this. I'm gonna start posting this shit on SoundCloud so other people can see what this bullshit is I have to deal with.
They're gonna be
Twice
so
a week.
disappointed.
They are. They absolutely
You're
are.
gonna listen for hours and
I'm not
think,
gonna-
God, I wonder when something good's gonna happen. It'll never come.
It's just infinite amounts of hope with no payoff.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of like sex with my ex.
Whoa.
Oh. I'm sorry about that one,
That's a
Chief.
story for another time, or never.
I at least caught me a snake.
You call yourself a snack.
You've been really quiet, Tara. Like, are we scaring you? Is that what's happening right now?
No.
She's
I'm like not really paying attention, to be honest.
That's fair.
I'm barely paying attention as well.
Ah!
I'm just scrolling through Reddit, listening to Chili do shit.
Rolling through Reddit.
That's exactly. I was listening to Reddit last.
Y'all are ridiculous.
Well, if that's gonna take,
D&D Reddit.
well, if that's gonna be the rest of my day, I'll just go back to the inn or whatever, and
Okay.
you know, maybe even turn in, so that I rest and recover, so I have 3 rages again.
Molto importante.
See,
Taco.
So, that's...
Nice.
You, Talia and Ragam return back to the thing, and return back to the inn, and when it gets closer to sunset, is Kato gonna go and meet Athen?
Yep.
Okay. So by the time you get there, it'll be, the sun will pretty much, for all intents and purposes, be down below the horizon, and you managed to find each other easily enough outside of Lord Hesperex's manor.
I would like to just say before you get on with this,
Uh
I'm sitting in the tavern waiting for Olympian to show up.
huh. Oh boy. All right.
Not knowing what he's doing.
Right. Obviously.
I just thought you were gonna be like my mother and scold me when I get back.
I might.
Jesus. Gotta do the right thing,
No,
maybe.
No.
Maybe.
Clementia is the cry you use now.
Mm. Yeah, there's no Jews or Jesus in this world, just so you know.
Not yet.
Fucking
Not
nice beat
yet.
Gwyneth.
never in this.
I mean, if
movie.
it's based on Roman times, Jesus is gonna appear and like shoot the shit pretty soon. So
No, he's not.
No.
Not in this one.
Because there's no one single god in this world. There's a pantheon. So
yeah, but
Oh, I love that.
Jesus can be like a champion, like Hercules or something like that.
See Jesus with a spear fighting Medusa.
Jesus fights the Hydra.
I like to see Jesus with a spear. He'll be like, I'm about to smite you. Yeah, throw a spear.
So,
That's
anyways,
like,
Athen and Cato meet up outside of Lord Hesperex's manor. In the woods.
alright.
What do
So, Kato, I've got a
Yes.
plan.
Okay.
I hand her one of the mirrors I bought of steel.
Mhm.
Tell her, we're going to use this to signal each other. I'm going to climb into the manor into Lord Hesperex's room. When I flash you the mirror, we're going to ignite the rope that I have set out behind the manor, and it will lead to a pile of wood, oil flasks, and other burnables. Should explode.
Burn.
And once you've done that, just head around the side and join me.
Man,
We are going to stage a play. Lord Hesperex knows that someone's coming for his son. We're going to, well, not me. You are going to attempt to take his son. So you'll, once we're in, just appear, I guess. I'll be like, oh my god, Lord Hesperex, oh watch out, it's the bad guy, whoa! And just, at that point you can just leave.
What? What?
I'm gonna throw a fog cloud down.
What?
Because I'm gonna throw fog down.
Mm-hmm.
You'll escape. I'll make a fake. Well, not fake. I'm gonna stab myself slightly in the shoulder, so it looks like you got me. Lord Hesperex is gonna be like, "Oh my God, Athen, you've like saved my boy. How could I ever repay you?" And then we split the gold. Easy.
So it's a con artist.
No. It's not a con. It's just
That sounds bad.
it's play. It's play.
Yeah, it's a play.
Oh Lord's love plays.
Right.
Yeah, sure, I'm in.
All you need to know is there's gold involved, and you're gonna get some. Hey, don't make me open this. Hold on, that's it.
Oh, line.
Oh,
I'm opening up again.
you got a 3? Really?
Wait, hold on. I'll
That's
open
a-
another.
That's
I'll open another. I have more. There's that one went.
It's a 20.
Whew.
Okay, that can. It only took 3 cans, but
Yeah,
eventually we got there.
After 2 lackluster cans of whoop ass, Olympian
I got them at the
finally.
dollar store. Fuck
Yeah,
off.
yeah, you can tell. 2 of them are expired.
I didn't even know they expired. They
So-
didn't have a due date on the.
I don't know.
Okay.
Not shelf stable. Okay, so where are you putting this
I'm gonna redo my
combustible
thing to go
material?
Before we even do anything, I'm gonna have to climb back into Lord Hesperex's manor, or whatever it is.
But where are we putting this pile of combustible material?
It can either be, I mean, it could be anywhere. It could be it could be behind the manor. Like, it's gonna be behind the walls, just be the left or right side.
So the idea is Kato's going to light this for you,
And it creates a distraction, so the guards rush out,
and it's going
and it also makes an explosion.
it's going to create a series of relatively medium to small explosions that are in the woods or right up against the wall. Or
I'm going
I
to.
want to know how close this is going to be because that
So
determines the severity of the situation.
yeah. So the wall, I waited till the night so I could do this. I crawled up to the wall, some side of it, laid out the flasks of oil at the very bottom, put some combustibles, and then I led a rope from there into the forest so I couldn't ignite it at some point.
Okay. We will. That'll work. That's
No one will get hurt. It's just gonna be some property damage. It's insured.
It's insured. It was basically free to make because it definitely didn't pay the slave labor. So. All right, so that's more understandable now. Okay. So you guys, yeah. All right, so you're gonna go back, and so with this plan firmly in mind, and with no parts or contingencies missing from this deep and detailed explanation, you're going to go in and sneak into Lord Hesperex's manor again. All right. We'll start with the grapple, I suppose.
Okay, one second. Why the fuck is my character sheet like gone? There it goes. Oh, it's just tiny.
It's about to delete itself again.
It's trying to. The other one already did, so fuck me.
Yep.
Roll dex.
Yes. I just do a. You.
Why? Why am I roll so bad today?
You let it go. You let it go earlier than you should. It
Oh, my jump?
tongs against the wall and falls back down.
Oh my god, I can't fucking select my sheet. It's gone.
You do notice that you're not sure if it's people or if it's just torches, but there's more ambient light coming out from the manor than there was last night.
Oh, why can I not select my sheet? There we go.
Yeah,
Fuck.
that's the problem.
Okay,
Here comes the excuses.
there. Got my sheet. So, anyways,
Yeah.
do I just miss and I didn't go anywhere?
Yeah, you definitely. You do not get as high as you need to get. Not by a long shot.
Could I try it again?
You may try again.
Oh.
What is this? I've rolled nothing but fucking 7s and 9s.
All
The
right.
20 doesn't even count because it can't whoop at
It
it.
get- yeah, we're not gonna be swapping out rolls like that. So you get this one a little bit higher, but it's still.
What do you mean Karma's a bitch?
What did he do?
I hope that snake bites you.
You made fun of me and asked
Yeah.
how does my mind work with it when it's not thinking.
You tried to lasso a snake. I'm trying to do
I
something
was
kind of.
successful, bitch.
Not because of skill.
To go over there and lasso your fucking neck.
Redcon.
Redcon.
So okay,
Ow.
right. So
I'm fucking up so.
the second time, it's a total. It gets a little bit higher, but it still hits the wall and lands back down. You hear some voices on the inside now.
I'm gonna go crawl around the side, go to the other side of the wall, and then jump there.
Okay. Oh yeah, why aren't you just jumping with your boots?
That's what I thought I was doing.
Well, then I thought we were doing the grapple. All right. Okay.
Well, no, I first have to get across the wall.
Well, all right.
Redcon.
Shut it.
Okay, well, fuck it. I'll just.
Alright.
Okay, I hop over.
Okay, fine. So you hop up onto the wall. All right. Cool.
There.
Great.
Now I'll throw the fucking grapple. Get the dexterity go.
All right, there
Okay,
you
well,
go.
I guess if I'm just special, it helps.
You- Oh my
I was
goodness.
thinking of Puff, and I just hear him go dexterity go up, and my brain was like, nah, it's not gonna work. And then 22.
Go gadget grapple.
go catch. Fucking love it. Okay.
So you definitely learned from your previous failures in life, not at this moment because you're just jumping. But so
I can't jump for shit. I have boots.
you've learned, and yeah, and you nail it right on the top. It's right by the chimney. It's not going anywhere. This is a solid, perfect throw. You can see now there's definitely more people walking around in this courtyard than there was last night. But your line's steady, your grapple's hooked. You are ready to go across whenever you.
Alright. Through that little window, I guess I go through again.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You go through the same window into a whatever it is, into that small bathroom-like storage room, whatever it is, and you see more light than you remember seeing last time from the bottom of the door.
I will do the same trick I did last time. Take out my remaining mirror, open the door crack, and look along the sides.
Okay, so alright, so to the okay, so you do that. You don't see anyone. There are more torches that are on stands and sconces than there were last time, but the layout's still the same, and
Alright.
it looks clear to you.
I will take a step out, and I'll put out all the torches except one.
Alright. You step out, you begin dousing torches, and from downstairs you hear, "Lord, something wrong upstairs."
Well, I'm gonna slip into the Lord's room quietly, open the door, quietly go inside, and then if I still hear footsteps, I'm gonna just crawl under the bed.
Fucking awesome. Okay. You hear footsteps. They come up. They walk around. You see light regain in intensity. And did you close the door behind you?
I would hope so. I thought that was like.
Okay, I was
That
just
would be
asking. I want to know
expected,
how
sorry.
quickly. No, it's just. I want to know how quickly you.
Yeah. I closed.
Okay.
I mean, playing video games, how many times do you close the door behind you when you sneak into a room?
I play Metal Gear Solid a lot now, so I've been trying to be really stealthy.
Nice. Playing it.
It's been fun though.
This-
The game's fun.
Well, yeah, for sure.
And Dishonored.
All right, so because you close the door, he doesn't go in or anything. You do hear footsteps that seem like they're going back and forth, and closing farther until finally they go back downstairs, and you see the Lord and his lady asleep in their bed again.
Alright. Am I under the bed still?
Yes, you'll start off underneath of the bed.
I'll just crawl out slowly then.
Okay. Right. You
And then-
crawl out. Now you're standing up.
I go to the window,
Okay.
and I'm going to use the moonlight to flash my mirror at Kato to start the
Use
evening.
moonlight.
I hope the moon's out. If not, I'll just
man.
strike a match.
Yeah, I was wondering what source of light you were gonna get, but since I didn't bother to do the phases of the moon because I'm not failure, we'll just we'll just say sure, the moon's bright enough for you to do that. So, Kato, you're watching the windows and you see a silvery flicker as Athen signals to you.
Okay. Light the rope on fire.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah, right. So Athen doesn't see anything because it's quite a fair distance away, and it's just a fuse. But you assume that she got the message and that she's doing what you asked her to do.
You
wanna-
I'm sure I'll hear it in time. If
Yes,
you
you'll certainly see it and hear it. But
Okay.
but for the moment, you're just you hope
Alright.
that the message was received.
I'm gonna go right back up with my dagger, go up to Lord Hesperix's bed, hand
Oh, boy.
over his.
I'm gonna do this again.
Don't reenact this. And I wake him and say, Lord Hesperix, your son is in grave danger. There are those on your way. I know you don't believe me. I don't need you to. But your son's life is at stake, so you can choose here. And I'm going to lift my hand. Where is your son?
He looks over at you, looks over at his wife. He should be in his bedchambers. Is he not?
Well, I think you and me must go quickly then and see if he is there. I'm going to take him with me. I'm not going to wake up the missus.
No, of course not.
I'm going to keep him in front of me at all times, dagger behind him. And I'm going to have him open the door to wherever Sirius is.
Okay. So
I hope by the time it blows up.
So he goes out, and it was a. Well, alright, so you gotta have a fuse, presumably from the tree line to the Lord's Manor. I gotta think about how long that would be. It'll be quite a few amount of seconds there. Alright, so yeah, you got some time. So, he goes to the door, and he puts his hand on the knob. There's some reason why I cannot call my guard for this.
I'm trying to keep as little bloodshed as possible. If they meet opposition, they will kill anyone. And I'm sure these guards have families too. It's easier this way.
Alright. Since you've come here twice and have not yet killed me,
Well, I've come here twice too.
Twice that I know of. Anyway, I suppose I have reason to trust you. He opens the door. He walks to the other end. Opens the door on the right. Walks in. Sirius! Wake up! Are you here? And there's total silence. There's no body in the bed. There's no... doesn't seem like there's a person in here. He looks around. If you will let him, he'll run back and grab a torch.
I will follow him and let him grab it. Yes.
Alright, yeah, it's just out in the hallway. It's not very far. He'll run in, he'll grab a torch, go back in. Jupiter's beard. He's not even here tonight. I just saw him hours ago.
Do you have any idea where he might be?
I assume he went into the city. But he's done it before, but I thought he put a stop to it.
Oh no. Alright. Does the bomb go off at this point?
Yeah, you'll hear a series of very muffled explosions. What was that?
I'll cast Fog Cloud. Am I able to cast it without him hearing it or seeing?
You're right there with him, and Fog Cloud is verbal and somatic.
Oh shit.
So he's probably not going to be staring at you. He'll probably rush out of the room unless you stop him, and that'll give you time to cast Fog Cloud.
I'll let him rush out of the room. I'll
There you
cast it.
Okay.
And then
he runs out of the room.
through the
casts
smoke,
Fog Cloud.
I'll grab him and say, call all your guards. They don't know, but this must be stopped. And I'll create some commotion so it sounds like there's someone in the room or fighting, whatever. And then I'm going to hop out the window and leave.
In Sirius's room?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. So he goes off and he starts yelling for the guards. You hear a lot of footfalls. You go into the room and trash it a little bit, make it look like there was a fight. And then you go out the window, which
Am I able to, like... Is there a windowsill so I can, like, just hop back to the roof? Or is just a straight shot down?
It's... So you grappled the roof, and it was the second story that you went down to. So you're on the second story. There's a bit of a sill. But it's not too much. If you want to climb up, is that what you're asking?
Yeah, just climb back up to the roof from there. Would it be very difficult?
Yeah, there's enough there that you could get to the roof. Give me an athletics check for that.
How? Okay, whatever, fuck it. I don't even care. I'll leave the grapple there. I'll fall.
You just want to give up?
Yes.
I don't need the grapple. I can just buy another.
I'm just asking what. Okay.
Because if I
You can still do it. It wasn't that bad of a roll. It'll just take longer than maybe you want it to. And if it does do that, maybe you would just give up and be like, forget it. But if you're still going to go for it, then yeah. So you give a little bit of a struggle, but then you notice some looks like maybe nails that were put there, or something that's above the that's above this window, and they make for very convenient handholds. And you are able to climb the rest of the way up to the roof and retrieve your grapple. The courtyard and pretty much all the areas inside of the walls are coming up to full alert now.
Okay. Grab my grapple, and I'm wherever the explosion was, I'm gonna go to the opposite side of that wall and hop over there.
Okay, so that'll be the opposite direction from Kato and the subsequent explosion. All right, so that's the eastern side then of the manor house. Alright, so Kato, you see the explosion, you hear the commotion, you see... maybe. You get glimpses, we'll say, of Athen as he climbs up the side of the building. What are you gonna do?
I'm up here.
You broke up. Can you say it again?
I'm up here, running
You're
away.
oh, okay. Okay.
Smart.
You bolt back into this. You begin your travel back into the city with all haste. Alright, and Athens gonna go on the east side, and then you're gonna make your way back to the city, or something else.
I'll just head into the woods and meet up.
Head
I
into
guess.
the woods. Okay.
Nope, I'm going to the city, bro.
Okay. If I just find you in the woods, I'm just gonna go to the
She
city.
just left you.
Okay. That's fine. I'll head into the city then. If I don't see anyone in the woods.
All right. So you do not. You circle back around over to the west side where Kato was, and you find nobody. So then you begin your own trek into the city, and that would be at night. He might not have even been asleep, but oh well, it's too late now. So you both are making your way back into the city. Is anyone else staying up later than usual?
I'm still waiting for fucking Athens.
That's right, you are waiting for
Okay.
Athens. Ralgam,
I'll return
you-
to the tavern,
Okay.
and then I'm not going to sleep.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go to sleep and promptly lock and barricade my door.
Do I meet? Am I next to Kato on the way back to the city?
You had to circle around, and
So I'm probably there.
you're a little bit behind, yeah.
Well,
You know where she's staying, but
I'll try to see if I can meet her there. Maybe
Okay.
like, we may not have got what we wanted. We'll get him next time, champ. Toss a coin to her, just 1 gold, and then head into the tavern. Or my tavern.
okay. Alright, so Talia.
I'll spend it all at one place.
Athen enters Ilithia's lair, where you are seated. He looks,
Olympian.
he looks a little beat up, maybe a little smoky.
You look like you've had a very long night, my friend.
That's one way of putting it.
Care for a drink?
Maybe not tonight. I still have more work to do.
More work to do tonight, or more work to do tomorrow?
It could be both, but for sure tonight.
Oh, and do tell. What have you gotten involved with while we are here enjoying the sights of Ravenna?
Well, do you know of Lord Hesperex and Lord Tullus?
Can't say I've involved myself at all with imperial politics, so no, the names are not familiar to me whatsoever.
Fair enough. Just some lords of this area. They have a bit of a feud with each other. One I just decided to get involved with, I suppose. Lord
Well-
Tullus tried to humiliate Lord Hesperex by stealing his son, or kidnapping, I suppose. And I tried to play a little fib on Lord Hesperex. Things didn't go as planned, but we'll see.
They rarely do. Any case, given the way you found me back in Dracaris, was that what it was called? What was it called? Dakar?
Dyrrachium.
There you go.
Alright,
Names,
you.
they escaped me so hard.
Proud of you.
Cheers, I'll drink to that.
Oh my god.
Hey.
In any case, I do wish you luck on your misadventures in the political scheme of Ravenna. I was hoping, however, given the way you found me and our little merry band of adventurers in Dyrrachium that you might perhaps be interested in a little venture into the, shall we say, less legal part of the city tomorrow.
What
As
do you...
I do find myself in the need of certain materials to rid myself of this wretched mark on my forehead, which I'm certain keeps attracting those meddlesome cultists to us. However, it seems many of the items we need are shall we say rare, expensive, hard to find, and so I was hoping that maybe you could accompany me in my ventures into the darker part of the city, and should I say perhaps need some help in acquiring said items, that you would not object to helping a servant of the gods in her endeavors. Of course, any valuables you were to find on any perhaps aid you were to give me would be yours to keep. Or you could just help a friend out of the goodness of your heart. After all, we have shed blood together.
I'll take you up on the offer if I am free. I'll do this as a favor for a favor.
Brilliant! It's not too much of an issue if you're not free tomorrow. I can always occupy myself otherwise. You'll understand that I'm not exactly I'm no longer quite the most discreet. Or at least my skills in that area have significantly decayed since my last forays into the darker side of society.
It is of no issue, but I will talk more of this tomorrow. For now, I have a quarry I must follow.
Best of luck to you then, brother. I'll go get some rest.
Have a good night. Enjoy your drink.
And good hunting.
It always is.
Alrighty. Anybody else want to do anything before we go to sleep here? Okay.
Really needs to milk more venom out of her goddamn snake.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
The
lasso.
last snake. Can you keep it as like a pet and you just take it on walks?
Honestly,
Can you try?
best pet ever. Hello, Chili?
Oh, hi, Chili.
I'm pretty sure if your animal handling skill gets high enough.
She let it go, so she's gonna have to find
You
it.
let it go?
Yeah,
That was
she
a last
totally
note snake.
If your animal handling skill gets high enough, I'm sure the next chimera we find you can tame.
Yeah, well, I'll just make that happen. I really want to deal with you guys having a chimera running around. I mean, yes, Synod, that's a great idea.
Such fucking
Good man.
shit. I love it.
Next it'll be a manticore and just
Is that a dragon you guys are
yeah.
rubbing? Rubbing a dragon's belly? What are you doing there?
Trying to
Even a dragon. Let's
trying to
go.
feed these things alone is going to be a headache and a half. Right. So you
Roll
go to
demon.
sleep. Synod, give me a perception check with disadvantage.
Wait, I want to do my spells first.
You do those when you wake up. So
God fucking damn it, man.
yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Damn it, man. 2 in perception. My door is
Cool.
locked, by the way. Nobody leaves their door fucking unlocked in an unknown inn.
In an unknown inn, he says. Oh shit. Alright. So.
in. We
So-
make a shit roll, but then the DM makes a shit roll too.
Yeah, well,
Uh,
I gotta, Right, so, you wake up to a stabbing pain in your chest. Probably has something to do with the dagger that's in it.
Oh,
Alright, how much damage do I take?
All of it.
All of it, yeah, right.
you actually just die. It's just over.
Yeah.
The whole campaign's done.
This is this is gonna be like a beholder sort of situation where the spells don't actually make attacks; they just hit. Oh wow. Okay, cool. 3 damage.
On that
It's a
one.
pretty dull
Good
knife.
damage. Okay, fair
Sure,
enough.
whatever.
I'll take it.
I don't care. Shut up.
Wow.
This is stupid.
Wow.
Look, man.
Campaign's so
And there
stupid,
are
but now
2 hooded figures standing over you. The knife comes out, and this figure on your left raises the hand to stab again. You can go ahead and roll initiative now.
Just a sec.
Oh no, there's no time.
no
Combo,
time.
combo. Yes.
And they've made another attack.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's party time.
Initiative.
Yeah.
Well, 13 isn't the worst I've ever had.
Nah.
Fuck me.
Oh, thank you.
Not worth mentioning because I've had a nat 1 on initiative. But
That's hard.
and I'm flanked right from the beginning. I love it.
Yes, you do. That's right, you do.
Look at this big thing of combos I just found.
I hate so much about the things you choose to be. Roll 20. There we go. Okay.
Well,
I miss Culpa. He would have been sensible.
and done what
I don't
per
know.
se?
Whatever. It doesn't matter. Mind your own business.
He doesn't like put alarm on our rooms.
Yeah, yeah, that's very true.
You got a point there. Alright, so you get to go first.
Lovely
What are you gonna be doing, my dear?
Dang.
to remember what spells I had memorized. So I'm gonna assume that I don't get to memorize spells.
Did
if
you
I
really
don't
change them that much?
Well, I do have more spells considering that I increased my charisma,
Ah.
so I can
But
memorize.
that doesn't really affect Bless, so.
True, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to put bless on. Damn it.
Why? Okay. Don't ever send me that again, Chili.
It's so huge!
That is so gross.
Is that a penis that we're talking about?
Yeah. Sure.
How big is
No,
it?
it's a bag of combos, you goober.
It's pretzel!
What the?
I don't care. It's empty carbs. What's wrong with you?
Anyway, moving on.
There's only 130 calories.
Charisma
but
modifier
not
plus
90.
half your paladin level. Okay.
So
You're fine. You're
charisma
fine and all that.
But I'm not gonna add spells because that's cheaty. Even though that would make this fight so much easier,
Oh,
despite the
yeah.
fact that you can have 2 concentration spells running at yeah, you guessed it. Cast fucking bless on myself because why the fuck not? Saving
There you
throws.
go. Atta girl.
And I move out of their range. I take attacks of opportunities. So yes, whatever that noise is, that is exactly what I'm. Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
It's the end of my turn. Alrighty. So the one on your left is going to finish with his arched swing. And see if he actually hits you. Alright, that was wrong. Hold up. Petey
Oh my!
Does an 89 hit you? Okay, so it's a net 20.
20 certainly does.
89.
Yeah, that may have been a boo-boo there.
24.
That's a lot of damage.
That is a lot of damage. I think she's dead. So 13.
13 damage. That's a really nice nat 8. Love it.
So
Why didn't you
pleased,
rage,
so happy.
Ron?
Yes, Cyanide, you need to learn how to rage. Rage. I just don't understand. Why don't people just buy more money? Right, and that's gonna be Smith's turn.
Kill you.
This one is going to begin casting a spell. And then now it's your turn again.
Which one, on top or on bottom?
On top.
Cool. I'm gonna smack him.
Very nice, very nice.
The 19 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit. You
And
grab your Morning Star, take an almost instinctual swing.
and 7 damage, and I would also like to
Yeah.
Divine Smite this motherfucker, cause fuck that motherfucker.
Language.
Nice. Alright, so you Divine
It's
Smite.
gonna do no damage, watch.
Which,
Or it could do 21 damage total.
alright, which energy do you call on?
My god, please.
Okay. So that was the top one?
God, just fuck.
What? Yeah, the guy who was casting the spell.
Right, okay.
So 21 damage.
Alrighty. He already immediately
Rock
immediately
dead.
looks yeah, he immediately looks terrible and absolutely wrecked, but he's still going. He's still
Oh,
up.
crap.
He's still trying to cast a spell. So, you want to do anything else?
I don't have any bonus actions. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. The fellow at the bottom is going to make another attempt here. Stab
I do
down.
have bonus actions. But that's a spell.
14.
But I do
Oh
have-
no. Oh!
Oh no.
Jesus.
Another nat 20. Respectable.
Aw. You're a sweetheart, you know that? Cool.
4 damage.
Cool. That's really great. This is
These
a great.
rolls. How?
I love this game. It's a great game. So
Beautiful
pleased.
game.
Alright, that's the end of that. And now we have Captain Cast a Spell over here. So I'm going to real quick like. Duh.
What was
The
that?
fuck was that noise?
My
I thought
goodness.
that was a death animation.
Alright, I need 3 small deaths and 3 big deaths, please.
Imagine giving me 2 nat 1s.
You really want to start this? Do you really want to start this?
You rolled a nat 20.
Oh,
and
no,
you got
I
two
know
nat
what
1s.
happened. I was there. I don't
On a
need you to tell me what happened.
I
It's
just have to look up.
8. He had a 1 in 7 chance as opposed to a 1 in 20 for each dice.
I'm just saying.
Quit making the DM salty about the damage he's dealing to me. Thank you
He's
very
not
much.
dealing in this particular case.
I mean, I'm still at 14 HP from 34. I'm just gonna point that out.
Oh, good. Thanks for telling me that.
Very welcome. Now,
Alright.
what is...
It starts at... Alright, he finishes, and there is... And from his hands, each individual hand spews a web.
See, shit doesn't usually spew from the hand when you finish
Sticky,
it.
fibrous, spider webby substance right onto the bed, right where you are. You need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Second. Well, that's not gonna do anything even if I get a 4 out of
Oh
my
my goodness gracious, Synod. Really?
That's
Okay.
bad luck, my dude.
So, on a failed save, the creature is restrained as long as it remains in the webs or until it breaks free. Let me, double check on the restrained condition. Darling.
I believe it's
It's not-
advantage
it's not
on
good.
attacks against it.
Speed becomes 0, attack rolls have advantage. Just attack rolls, huh? Okay. Well, I'm gonna make it... Not that it really matters. So, anyways,
I
alright,
mean,
so
I
it
can't
is...
benefit from my bless anymore. Oh no, can't benefit from any bonus to its speed. My bad.
Yes. So, it is now your turn. Your bless is still up.
Yes, sir. Is trying to free myself from the web an action or a bonus action?
Good question. Do that right now. Creature must... Restrained by the webs can use its action to make a strength check against the spell save DC.
Yeah, before I do that, I'd like to just heal myself back up to full with my lay on hands.
Okay. Heal yourself back up to full. Next, this fellow's going to repeat his efforts. Well... Yes, he's going to repeat his efforts. 14.
What the fuck?
So, we'll do...
Just,
Whoops. I'm done.
I mean, you have advantage on that. As much as I hate to say it.
That's true.
What the fuck?
Yeah, okay. So 6 damage. And
Does 14 hit?
are you sleeping with your armor on?
Well, no.
Well, no. So there you go. So a 14 will hit then, right?
What would the base armor class be, though?
Its base is 10 plus your dex.
Yeah, that's not gonna do much. That's not gonna do much.
That ain't gonna do nothing there, Fry Man. What's wrong with
Fucking
you?
armor.
Fucking armor.
Fucking armor.
Damn it.
Fucking
So 6 damage.
Yep, indeed you do. And then
Okay.
it'll be this fellow's turn. Dearie me.
If you kill someone who casts a spell, that dispels the spell, right?
If it's concentration.
No.
What in the fucking redneck piece of shit
And
is
web
that?
is concentration.
Shut up.
Not that you need to know this, but he is in the single digits.
Yeah, well, I had assumed, considering how bad he was looking after my.
Yeah, he does not like what you did to
What the
him one
redneck
damn
shit?
bit.
The
the
rig.
heck? Hold on. Tell me this is not redneck. Hopefully you can view it.
Okay then.
Hopefully you can view it.
I just shown something. New cheddar cheese combos.
It's a huge back.
Alright,
What
so
am I
you
watching?
make
You
a
sent to me.
wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom, wisdom, wisdom.
Alright, look at you!
Is that good, or do I need to do my D4?
You do not need to do a d4. But you can if you want to.
I do want to.
Alright.
Wait, no, I don't. I don't want to waste my fucking luck.
It's, okay,
The finite resource, we do not waste it on useless roll.
it's your turn.
I'm gonna smack the guy that's not looking so hot.
Okay, smack him. Yeah, that'll hit.
Do I need- Okay, cool. Cool. Don't even need to worry about it. Taking a fucking chance here. Taking a fucking chance that 25 HP is all he has. Fuck it, yeah. 25 HP is all he has. That's my bet.
That's my bed.
Look, man, I could have Divine Smite, but then I wouldn't be able to cure wounds myself, okay?
Smoke. Divine
It was-
smoke. You did.
I
21?
could've- yes, because I
Oh,
did,
that's right, that's right, that's right, that's right. That's right.
14 and
Yeah,
7.
so he falls over. He actually hit 24. But so I
Frickin' bitch.
and the webs disappear.
Never mind the fact that I was actually at disadvantage, and I just remembered that.
That's right, you were.
So I did not mean to abuse.
No, I believe it. I believe you. I forgot to.
No, do. Oh no, kitty!
Yes, Kitty, continue. Destroy all that is
Alright,
yours.
so the webs
Make a mess of
disappear.
it,
disappear.
block it as
Yeah.
well.
You are free to move about as you will, and it is your turn actually.
Oh shit, it is my turn again.
Shaitan.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna take. You stand your ground and swing at the interlopers. Yeah, that's not good. Maybe I can get a good roll.
D. Ooh, yes, that does in fact hit.
Hey,
Atta girl.
what am I saying? 10 piercing damage.
Ow, ow, ow.
I don't remember what spells I had. I know I had Cure Wounds and Bless. I'm pretty sure I changed it. So,
Alright, that's your turn. 21, that'll hit.
21.
Never. Never do that again.
I mean, 2. No, that's not right. 7 damage.
Let's go. 7
Getting
damage.
down to it.
Indeed.
Oh, that's hot.
21. 21. That's fucking hilarious. Rolls to 21. I end up with 21 HP. What are the odds? Really?
Alright, Talia's turn.
Hold fast. All is not lost.
Oh, fast!
Another 7 damage
Oh my
to this
goodness.
beautiful little gentleman.
Beautiful. He's bleeding. He's got bruises. He's cut up. He's panting heavy.
Man decided to fucking interrupt my fucking beauty rest. I don't know what he was thinking, but
He's thinking he was going to get a 23 on his last attack, and probably what's going to be his last attack.
hey, thank you for jinxing me.
5.
Also, I realized I had a fucking shield that could have blown them both
You're incredible.
Well, could be worse. At least you didn't try to lasso a snake.
That's
I
what's
did lasso snake.
I'm just not
Snake.
used to have like I'm looking at my items like what else could I use, and I realize Bulwark of Independence is right there, and I'm like, I mean, let's be honest. I wouldn't be sleeping with my shield. My mace next to my bed, I can understand, but my shield, probably not right.
Because you're Talia. Just let it happen.
Look, man, we've already established that I'm inconsistent with this character. Okay,
Yes. Nobody's disagreeing with you.
5 damage.
Yep, that'll do it.
Okay.
He is gone. He falls.
Is-
Well, he's not gone, but he falls and
Yeah,
collapses.
yeah.
Ornate steel Morningstar. I love it. This is
I actually
ridiculous.
did deal. Hey man, I paid a lot of money for that ornate. Okay.
Yeah, I'm aware. I'm so aware. I was there for that.
Wait, I actually killed him with 5.
Yeah, he had like 3 hit points left.
Hot.
Yeah.
Anybody still unconscious, or are they just like outright dead?
You wanna do a medicine check? Let's find out.
You could just be safe and just beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, I don't think I find out much.
I
I mean, a 12 is a little above average.
Yeah, he's got the one who was casting a spell on you has a very thready pulse. Seems like he's on the verge of quitting out.
Mm.
Maybe going back to an old save point. You know.
I will try to fix him up with conventional medicine.
Ooh.
I'm not burning a spell slot when.
Well, I'm gonna go to sleep and get them back anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe his friends are around, but that seems unlikely. Otherwise, they would have attacked me with a hollow. Fuck it. Guess I'm casting Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Where is Cure Wounds? Cure Wounds. 1d8 plus spellcasting ability modifier. Spellcasting being Charisma. So that's a
Yes.
1d8 plus 3.
Fucking hell.
So he gets back 9 hit points.
That's nice.
And, considering all I have is a rope javelin, that's what I'm gonna tie him up with.
A rope javelin? Is that what you just said to me?
Sorry. Oh my god. I don't know if I'm high or drunk anymore. Grappling rope is what I meant to say there.
You're gonna tie him up with a grappling rope. That's funny. Alright,
Oh,
I'll.
man. It's the needs must when the devil drives.
Okay. You tie him up, heal him up. He comes back to consciousness. Looks around. Just recognizes his position. And proceeds to glare at you.
Ooh, that's
Oh,
not
no.
very. That's not the friendly face that I wanted to see when I woke up. Pray tell, what is your name, interloper?
He just glares at you.
Not the talkative type. I'm gonna pull out a dagger and just kind of play with it a little bit and see if I can intimidate him into, being a little oh, wait, yeah. I'm gonna see if I can
Yeah.
intimidate him into being a little bit more cooperative.
I love it when paladins of redemption start getting intimidating with daggers. It's not something you see all very often.
Man, my goals, the end justifies the means, alright?
Shh. Oh my goodness. I was thinking about this not that long ago. I was like, Synod could let Raugum have the sword just so that Raugum could fall so that he could be redeemed.
That is an
Like,
interesting
That's
question.
it's kind of a corrupt way to go about doing it. It's really
It is really.
not really. You've really rationalized and contorted things like that in order to accomplish your goal. But it's doable. Maybe if she's getting close to like Oathbreaker status, but and just try and make, or has a quota that she has to make, and suddenly Clementia's like, ahem, where are my 3 redeemed souls this month? And you're like, 1 second. I have somebody that's in the pipes, in the chute, right now to be redeemed. Raugum. Anyways, so...
I mean, I can't redeem it as someone if they're not going to talk to me.
Well,
And
maybe.
it is very much in accordance with my chaotic good nature. I have good intentions.
You don't...
The way I achieve those good intentions does not
I'm just
really matter.
I'm just a maverick. That's all I are.
I know what maverick means in context. I've never actually looked up the full definition of maverick. But yes, I would like to intimidate
Sure.
this man into
Okay.
giving me at least his name, if not answer my questions in the future.
All right. It's takes a minute. Finally mumbles out, Bartiatus.
Well, see, that wasn't that hard now. Tell me, Bartiatus. That is his name, right? I got
There's
that,
no
right?
R, but otherwise,
Bartiatus.
there you go.
You're not the first of your little. Shall we call it a sausage party? A sausage that I've encountered so far. But you are the first to actually live after an encounter with my friends and I. So, in the interest of remaining that way, why don't you explain why you and your group are so enamored with me? You seem to be following me all over the place. It's causing me no end of trouble, let me tell you.
You have insulted our god. It is punishable with death.
I'm pretty sure I'm still very alive. And, having some experience with gods myself, I would say that if one wanted me dead, I would very much be dead. So it seems to me that these are the whims of men, or at least sentients. So, please tell me what you expected to find here, what you expected to gain from this. I'm not entirely accurate on the count, but I feel like I've at least eliminated 6 or 7 of your compatriots. So why keep throwing yourselves into the maw of death, or a tyrant, a monster? Would you not prefer to worship a god that rewards your efforts with something other than the afterlife?
What?
We worship the father of the gods. He deserves better than what he has gotten. This must be done. It is right.
I think you'll find that history very much disagrees with you. But well, who am I to argue with another's faith? I will really have to know before I do in the end spare your life. How widespread is your organization? How is it that you seem to just appear from nowhere in towns thousands of miles from where my supposed crime occurred.
You ask your questions. I take delight in denying you.
Got him.
Well, that's okay. I'm not even gonna start in the dialogue. There's absolutely no point to that.
Try to look angry, and you just puff yourself up. Womp, 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 womp.
Hey, do the gods of this world have inquisitors? Are there like oversight committees and
Oversight
No.
committees.
divine justice for the fucking unfaithful and that shit?
Unfaithful.
Is there like a boogeyman in the church? Is what I'm asking here.
Is there-
Boogie.
Would they have some sort of inquisition?
That is
To
kind of what I was
Root
asking
people
about.
out and, maybe kill them.
Maybe,
Maybe.
perhaps, or at least torture them a little bit.
So, the Empire would have something like that.
I currently reside within the Empire, correct?
Yes. I don't think that the elves really would. The dwarves have enough solidarity that there's not really many in the
Dissent.
ways that would go out of there. Most of them just stick with Vulcan, anyways. Trying to get them to worship the rest of the pantheon's more of a problem than worshipping Titans.
Yes, well, at least they're not worshipping Titans. I guess I'm just gonna sling this guy over my shoulder. Actually, fucking sling him over my shoulder. Let's see. Well, with a 21 in strength, I believe I can sling the guy over my shoulder.
You sling him over your shoulder almost with one hand. You hear the
Indeed.
wind almost getting knocked out of him. Oof. So you just
He
hold
deserves
him
it.
over. Just
And make my way to the temple.
You are ridiculous.
Look, man.
Hey, do you guys have like a basement with like torturous implements or anything that I just can leave this guy here?
Religions throughout history have had similar fucking deals to the Inquisition. The Inquisition was just the most well recorded, Mr. Sir.
Most well
I'm
recorded.
sure that they have torture chambers for the unfaithful.
Okay. You got your door. You'll unlock your door. Then you'll go out of the tavern.
How did they get in my room with the door locked? I'm
Man,
confused.
it's almost like the last 2 or 3 groups that you fought. You found scrolls of teleportation on them. It's the strangest thing.
They're teleportating right to my room.
You can teleport to any place that you can see, and you have an eyeball in your head. So you do the
Yeah.
math on that one, okay?
Look, man. They can all suck my ass.
Alrighty. Well, if you think that'll help.
Because they will suck my ass over my dead body. Because I will not be eaten out by unbelievers.
Okay.
This is strange.
That's something new.
Sorry, I realize that other people are probably getting bored.
It's okay. We only have like half an hour left.
Mediocre RP. But
We are just so bad.
I'm just gonna give it. I'm just gonna hand this man to whatever the militant authorities at the temple are.
The
The main temple, not even the Temple of Clementia, just the biggest temple I can find, which would most likely have it.
You're gonna hand him over to the Jesuits, is what you're doing. Okay.
Yes,
Gotcha.
yes, I am.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
lot of opportunities for redemption there.
Well, I'm sure that the temple will offer him offers and for redemption once he's spilled all his secrets and reveals the location of all the cells of his cult.
That'll happen.
Well, The choice is his.
Yes, it
One
is.
one must reach for redemption. Redemption is not just simply just
Oh, is it not?
Right? no. That is forgiveness is offered. Redemption is strived for. Okay? There's a difference.
Look at
There's a
you with
difference,
your world building.
man. Semantics are important, especially in religion.
Semantics. Okay, sure, I'll go with that. Alright, so you...
If you feel that I'm wrong, please explain.
I don't know if I'm going to say
how
there's
I'm wrong.
semantics, but that's it, man. That's all.
Forgiveness is offered.
Right.
Redemption is strived for.
That's not semantics. Whatever. Anyways, so moving right along, you drop him off and do your thing.
At least I didn't fucking murder him. I could have just murdered him.
Yeah, you could have. You could
I
have.
feel like you're judging me here. I
feel
could have
like
just
you're
murdered him.
judging me.
I could
Really?
have just murdered him.
Really?
All I did was threaten to cut him up with a dagger. I didn't actually do it.
No, of course not. Don't be ridiculous. You would never.
No, I would never. I have not, and I have given you no indication that I would.
Right. Okay.
Whether
So-
or not this poor man believed so is a different story.
Right. That's not your fault. That's his.
Indeed. The dagger and the 19 and intimidation
Yeah.
had
And I-
nothing to do with it.
with all due respect, shut the fuck up. We understand.
Man, I need to just justify myself.
Yes, he needs to justify himself. Faux show. Right. So
You're not helping, Strippy.
you return. Well, whatever. So holy shit. That's hot. So, you drop him off. You come back. You go back to sleep, and you all wake up.
Wait, I
And
want to check him first. Does he have any more scrolls of teleportation?
he did. Yeah. You can
Okay.
take the 10 gold that he had on him.
Both of them, obviously.
Obviously.
Teleportation.
Well,
I mean, one of
no,
them's dead.
Only
It's not
one
like-
of them had teleportation, but yes.
Okay, one scroll of teleportation and 10 gold.
Correctus.
Recouping my investment.
Falia.
Okay,
Alright.
I'm done.
And you
Sorry,
all...
guys. I get a little caught up. My bad. Take a
This,
minute.
this is your arc. Since
Alright, let's get back to Shelly since it's been a while for her.
That's when has he started cooking food in the nude? So unsanitary. Alright, so you all wake up at your various times. You all go down and presumably have breakfast relatively together.
What's to
Well, you all went. Well, did you want to do something before you went to sleep?
Yeah, I was gonna go see if I could go find Sirius.
Oh,
Because he was apparently out in the city.
right. So, I guess investigation is what
Let's see
we'll
if
do
I
for that.
Well, well, come on, God. If you love me, or exist, you'll do this for me.
Gods.
Kind of. You're kind of there. I might believe.
Maybe one point, some point, somehow.
We're working on it.
13. Alright, so you hit the streets, not really knowing what else to do or how else to do it. You're doing this solo, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You start pressing the flesh. Start asking around. See who or if anyone has come up with a person who matches Sirius's description. Most of the locals would probably know who he is, or at least, if you say Sirius Hesperex, you'll certainly be able to put two and two together there. But after it takes you well over an hour, probably cutting into 90 minutes of walking around trying to get some details, when you meet a citizen in a dark red tunic with a demi cape that just sort of goes around the top, a little bit of tassels, goes like maybe mid bicep, something like that. Looks like he's sort of walking home, but he's staggering and clearly drunk. And just because you're frustrated and not really knowing what else to do, you decide to ask him, "Hey, have you seen Sirius Hesperex tonight?" And he has. The party that he was just at is where he saw Sirius Hesperex not 45 minutes ago. Takes another couple minutes to get some clear directions out of him on how to get to this house, but you do, and it's fairly large, 2-story, I guess, apartment, or probably just a full-on house. There's not a lot of noise. There's no thumpa or anything, but it does look lively. There are people out and about around here. There's also a house retainer who's got a small short sword on his belt that's standing there at the entrance. As you approach, he'll put his hand out to stop you. "Good morning. Who are you, and why do you seek entrance to my master's house?"
Alright, First, let's see if this even works.
Or if you want to sneak around, we can totally omit that and do something else.
I was gonna try and be like, I guess I'd have to roll deception, because I'm gonna be like, "Do you know what I've gone through, where I've been, to try and keep your client safe?" Something like that, so I guess, will that be like persuasion or deception?
You're trying to deceive him into
Like-
thinking that you're doing something else, or you're trying to persuade him into...
I'm trying to persuade him into letting me in because I've been keeping this dude safe for doing big things.
Right, okay, but...
Yeah, one.
Alright,
It's probably gonna be an out one, honestly. Watch this.
you can do a persuasion, since it's this time 11. He listens to what you're saying, and it's just like, as you're like 3/4 of the way through it, he's like, all right. You're his bond servant. I understand. Go in and take care of whoever it is.
Okay, I'll head
That's fine.
upstairs.
Okay, you will. Right. You don't actually know what he looks like. Shit. I just thought about this. Okay.
Roll with it.
Could have just asked his lord when I asked where his son is.
It would have. That would have made sense. Whatever. There was a bust somewhere that you saw. You have a general idea what it looks like. That's fine. You go in. It's the first floor. There's drinking and a little bit of dancing. It's curious and very freeform, shall we say. The majority of people who are reclining seem to be kind of somewhat passed out, but there's still some light harp and other stringed instruments that are going on. taking a moment, you walk around. Really, at the moment, you really don't see anybody who meets his description on the ground floor. So you are kind
further
of,
up.
yeah, you are eyed over a couple of times, but you are a wood elf on a mission. So you you head all the way up to the second floor, and you hear it before you see it. The sounds that you can easily ascertain are the sounds of an orgy.
Oh.
I expected nothing less.
Yep. You reach the top. You get to
Did
the
I
top.
hear orgy?
Yep.
Wait, what?
Yep.
Can we get a description?
Nope. Quick.
You reach the top of the steps, and there is definitely a full-blown orgy going on right now. It's going to take you a minute to sift through all of the faces and figure out what's going on. So you
Ew, don't touch me.
you, you start up on it, and you come across a so the family was human. You come across a half-elf who looks like he's taking a break. I mean, not a half-elf, sorry, a halfling, who's like taking a break, and taking a swig out of wine or whatever. Oh, hey there, handsome. Are you looking for some fun?
Not tonight.
Alright, if you change your mind, you just ask for dildo swaggins. You'll go on. Yeah, Athen will remember this for a while. You'll go on, and in the back corner, DPing a chick who's got a slave collar on is your man. Sirius Hesperex, who's who doesn't seem who's having his fun at the moment. Doesn't seem to appreciate the intricacies of the situation where DPing is basically rubbing dicks together in a pussy. But the subtleties seem to be missed on him. So that's what you see. So what are you gonna do, Plains?
There's so many things I could do, and so many ways I could get in trouble here.
Yeah, you have a lot of options. That's for sure. I'll agree with you on that.
God, I want to do something absurd, but not this time. I'm gonna go up to Lord Hesperex, and however close I can get without being manhandled, and call out his name in an urgent tone.
He looks over. He doesn't stop, but he looks over. And he kind of like leans back a little bit, like he's drunk.
Is he drunk?
Who are you? Well, he's not drunk enough for it not to work.
Okay.
But he's he's not getting DP'd. He's doing the DPing. So that's. Anyways.
Well.
Who
I just
are you?
look at him, my jaw dropped, and say, "Do you have any idea how much danger you've been in? Do you have any idea about the attacks on your house, on your manor?"
I am the furthest thing from danger. You can go away.
Okay, fuck it. Fog Cloud, I'm taking him.
You're just gonna grab him?
I'm gonna Fog Cloud, pull him out,
I'm gonna
pull
Fog
out,
Cloud.
and I'm taking him.
This is so ridiculous. Okay, you're gonna fall.
He's coming with me.
Are you gonna grab his?
I'm gonna leave through the front door if the guard asks.
Right.
I'm just gonna say Lord Hesperex asked for him.
At like 1 a.m. Sure. All right, we'll go for it.
There was an attack on his house. It's a good excuse.
Yeah. Well, the house guard doesn't know that, but anyways.
No,
So-
fucking figure it out.
Tomorrow, it's fine. All right, so you cast your fog cloud. You grab him. You take mild efforts to conceal his modesty. which clearly, does not, which very plainly does not want to be concealed at the moment. But you head out.
Fine.
Nobody
Fuck now.
really seems to stop you. You begin the long trek to Lord Hesperex's manor, north of the
That would
city.
be the most uncomfortable walk of my life.
Yes, you learned some curious facts about young Sirius Hesperex that you probably could have done without. After travel, you arrive back. Are you just going to go through the front gates, I presume?
I'm literally just gonna go through the front gates and just say, I'm gonna yell, Lord Hesperex, I've got your son back.
Alright, so you... Huh. I just remembered I didn't want to do it this way. But, oh well. So, you go to the gate. There are guards there. They let you through since you have him, and you're not, like offering him for whatever. You're not holding him hostage or anything. So you let them through. You go for Lord Hesperex. You see a very tired, very frustrated, somewhat beleaguered Lord Hesperex come down after a few minutes. You look up and you see his wife is looking from the window, but she's not coming down. But anyways, he comes down. Are you again? Why? Oh, you have my son. That's a good reason, I suppose.
Orgies. So many orgies.
I beg your pardon.
Your son was partaking in
Father,
a very large...
he abducted me. This peasant, impudent peasant, abducted me. I was at a perfectly reasonable party. Everything was fine. And the father just looks at him for a second. He abducted you and brought you straight to your parents' house. That is the strangest abduction I've ever seen in my life. Apparently you were at an orgy. Is that what I'm to gather? Right. Well, punishments and rewards are in order then. Both of which will be dealt with tomorrow morning. I trust that's agreeable. I don't think you ever gave me your name. Actually.
You may call me Athen.
Athen, right. Well, I owe you a debt. Twice over. Probably. At least 1.5. But I shall even the scales tomorrow morning. You are more than welcome to return at that time. I would thank you for returning my son and for defending my house.
It was no trouble, Lord Hesperex. But I would say you may want to bury the hatchet with Lord Tullus before worse things are to come.
Lord Tullus. He had something to do with this? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes. These attacks, well actually, in fact, the kidnapping that was supposed to take place for your son here was orchestrated by Tullus's, not his hand per se, but he definitely funded this venture.
There's a piece of information that I'm quite happy to have. I think I'll capture his son, send him off to some filthy Greek island. That would teach him. It's something to consider, but I am quite underslept and quite cranky. Right, well, in any case, there's plenty to do tomorrow. Can I get you any wine or anything to drink for the journey?
If you wouldn't mind refilling my flask with water, that would be fine.
Easily done. Oh, he sees to it. You're given water and a little bit of like a small round of bread for the travel. there's a small amount of, it's like a tomato-based paste that they put on it. It's pretty much just for flavor. And you're thanked and sent on your way with invitation to return tomorrow morning.
Alright. Bedtime.
Just gonna head back?
Go bed, go sleep.
Okay. Alright. You... Okay. You begin to head back. And on your way back, you see a few figures that come out of the tree line. Kato, do you want in on this? Or are you not aware of anything going on here?
Not aware of anything.
Alright.
Sorry.
So, you can definitely tell that it's Cassia's figure. There are two others that are walking with her.
Okay.
There's no torches. They're not lit at all. One of which is a regular size. The other one looks to be halfling size. And they approach Athen, and you all, I should say, you three, approach Athen. They walk up. Cassia puts both of her hands on the handles of her weapons. Good evening, Athen.
Fancy meeting you here, Cassie.
Yes, who knew we would be the same place at the same time? So, are you going to bother to make up excuses, or are you going to tell me the truth?
I'll make you something better. Would you like to have one lord on your side, or two? What sounds better to you?
We tend to play both sides.
Very well. Tell Lord Hesperex Athens sends you. But one of you can steal the sun. The other can say you're sent from me and save the sun. Get both payments, and no one's the wiser.
Also, guys, I'm coming down really hard. I'm about to pass out, so I'm gonna make sure I'm in my bed when that happens. I love you
Do you
all.
want me to tell you a time story?
Okay, sign odds.
I love you all like my own lovers.
Whoa.
I mean,
Yeah.
just a friend would be nice.
Plains has plenty of lovers. He doesn't need any new ones, okay?
Friends don't get the D, but alright. Alright.
Okay.
Or
alright.
or you know sometimes the D doesn't mean dick. Sometimes it means like
What?
a hyper high tech dildo. But
Okay,
anyway.
alright. Good night.
look, I love you guys. Good night. I'll see you on Monday.
Nights and
Yeah, that sounds good.
good night.
This mean we're not playing League?
Oh, what? Son of a fucking asshole.
You
Oh.
guys can try waking me up, but like I'm not sure. Like I stopped hallucinating it
No,
like
no.
an hour and a half ago, and now I'm hallucinating again.
Oh,
And
cool.
I don't know if it's just because I'm tired or if it's because like I'm having like a second peak and it's really, really, really late.
Okay, alright. Well, you do what you need to do.
I love you guys. Don't do drugs, kids. They're bad for you.
Okay, alright.
But they're also like the solution for every single one of your problems. So
I'm about to just.
I think I beat you to it there. I definitely booted his ass. He's a hot mess. Alright,
He
so
had too much today.
apparently he had something really good or something, I don't know, because he said it was lasting longer than usual.
Yeah,
Alright.
12 hours.
Yeah, that's kind of unbelievable. But anyways. So. You just returned him.
I have a reward waiting for me when I return. But
And you're just going to give us this reward.
I never would have known any of this if it weren't for you. So I suppose I owe you a bit of the money. Or whatever I shall receive.
It's a good idea. I'd hate for us to become more than friendly rivals.
We have our own ways of doing things, Cassia.
Uh-huh.
We'll always be
Uh-huh.
rivals, but doesn't mean we can have a bit of fun with our work.
Yes. Simple complication. Kato. Psst.
Yes?
There.
Sorry, my mic stopped.
Tomorrow morning, you'll go and collect the reward for this. Understood?
Understood.
You get any of the particulars you need from Athen now. And then 2 more nights from now, we'll kidnap the sun proper.
Alright.
I'm also going to offer Cassia a layout of the mansion, the top floor at the very least.
Okay. You do. And she listens and closes at least one eye once she tries to visualize it. And then says her goodnight. And it's you and Kato that are left. And I assume you will give the particulars and details and all that sort of
I'll
stuff.
tell her of our tavern and when we're gonna meet.
Right. Yes. Saddle up in the morning time. And all that. So there's any particulars that either of you want to get out now, or any
Okay.
or any leads into future work.
Gato, what's that jiggling I hear in your back? It sounds like metal.
Sounds really heavy.
Yeah.
What? I don't hear anything.
You don't hear. Yeah, you know what? I don't even want to know. Let's just meet me at the tavern in the morning.
Looks like there's stuff that's like starting to poke through your bag a little bit.
Why is your back ripped?
Yeah, why is your back in shreds?
You see a trail of daggers leaving the forest.
Yes.
Is that a dagger or you just have
Yeah.
Actually, let me pull down a dagger.
Ooh. Hot stuff.
Was not expecting this to turn into a Wattpad fanfiction, but here we go.
Wait until you see all the ships.
Oh god,
Athens discovering an orgy.
that was
The
definitely something.
the wholesome wood elf.
Yeah, no, I was good. I was
Chili wasn't bothered by it at all.
I didn't mind the orgy. What I minded is that they're gonna reach out and touch my cloak. This is like very nice. All right.
Right, yeah, the
Good money for
cloak.
the
Right, the cloak.
Oh, my
You weren't
clothes are very
concerned
well.
about dildo swaggins at all.
Dildo Swaggins, he's probably a nice guy when he's not having an orgy.
Dildo
Just
swag.
couldn't deal with haven't you ever met Bilbo Swaggins, Lord of the Bling?
He likes to bring up the rear.
See, Chili. Now this is quality.
Yeah, this is real D&D here, Chili. This is real D&D.
That's what people love.
This isn't your watered down family-friendly bullshit.
No. What did you send me now?
What did I send you now? It's called a meme.
Yeah. You should appreciate these sorts of things.
Wow.
Okay, fine. Stop sending you shit. Jesus, I get that you hate me.
I don't know. You know, this cartoon, you know, says you're negative for IQ.
Negative on your IQ test.
Dick.
I didn't mean it, but she was just sharing a fucking joke.
Ah,
God damn.
you're the only one that commented on IQ.
It's because I'm messing with you. I don't actually think you're stupid. I just get on you for shit because you make a lot of funny decisions in
That are
D&D.
stupid.
And now I'm trying to make some reckless decisions too.
Woohoo!
Stole a guy out of an orgy. Probably one of the worst blue ball moments he's ever had.
Yeah, that was harsh. Even for a guy like me, that was harsh. Just cutting him off right there. Whew.
Those people at the orgy though, they're probably like, man, what a story. Anyways, keep going.
Well, it's actually 1 o'clock.
What a great place.
And it's a very good time to stop because you're all turning into bed.
Yeah.
If you want to take a vote and actually keep going, we can. Otherwise, I feel like it's a very... Not a cliffhanger, but it's just a solid place to stop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
So, nobody's making a fuss, so we'll
No, 'cause
call it a night there.
Yeah, because I gotta open.
Yeah, that'll do it. Okay.
I'm supposed to close, but the other store, my sister's store, her manager's out, so I have to.
Okay.
Fun times.
Very
I will see you on Monday.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye.
You don't know how to shout. Yes.
Quite a nice place to stop. Got a lot of stupid shit done. I tried to be smart, didn't work out. It's whatever.
Everybody got a little bit.
I really hoped so. Actually, next time she lassos something, just lasso like a bear. See how that goes.
I really, yeah.
If it works.
I'm gonna have the rope break next time. We'll just watch her die.
Oh my god.
Because she could barely kill a bear last time. She's not gonna be able to.
That is true.
She's not gonna be able to duplicate that a second time. She's
Such a badass story though. Just imagine her screaming in the rain as she's fucking destroying it.
And missing, and then.
Yeah, missing them.
It's a good, yeah. Straight out of Spartacus, Blood and Sand.
This was another great session, everyone. We learned a lot about each other. Really, I think we really made a connection.
Yeah, I remember when we started, I had to juggle little tidbits of everybody's stuff. Trying to get back into that, so...
We all are so stupid at times. Mostly me.
Sure. We'll make this about you. Why not?
Okay, fine. We'll say chili. I'll just be honest. We do a lot of retconning.
You all stay competitive. That's all it's really about.
Just
Yeah.
retconning and just so dumb.
It's okay. It's okay when I do it.
Alright.
Yeah.
Striffy, it's been
Yes.
a pleasure.
Of
Thanks
course,
for being
of
our
course.
DM and
Of course.
putting all this work in that you do every day.
Of course. Thank you all for coming.
Alright.
Monday at the latest.
Mhm.
Night.
I'm gonna try and be a DM at my college because you've inspired me.
Really?
Yeah, we're gonna have a D&D club at Embry, so if there is no DM or no one speaks up, it's my chance.
Holy shit snacks. Well, good for you. Hopefully, not too hard.
I hope not. I'm already a fucking wreck, so.
Well, you like writing. That's half the battle right there.
Yeah, I do love writing. But I imagine I can't account for just the unstableness of people.
I didn't. I didn't expect Synod to save a cultist. So right there, I was like,
Just make
Okay.
something up on the spot.
yeah. I was like, yeah. I had to make up a